Oikt.
That might be because we forgot to start it when everybody was here, Mina. I think that was on us. We set the trap perfectly but put no bait in it. Fuck. I want to hear Siri say this again.
Oikt.
Come on, Siri, you're better than this. God damn it. Jamie, thank you for the bits. Welcome to the stream. Mikey, Mindright, Mina, Chaz, Alkarion, welcome to the stream as well. Happy birthday, Mina. Right. Today I have changed my tune. We found out at the end of last week's stream that one thing we do not have, as far as taking our new lander to Duna, is efficient engines. Engines. Therefore, today, I vote we go nuclear. Because in my mind, the nuclear engines are surely hyper efficient. Probably not very powerful, but efficient. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but you'd think so, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go nuclear. See if I can unlock. Because I have had a look. I only need very little science. Then we could unlock them and start sending ourselves to Duna with more fuel and more weight. So I'm not going to strand any more Kerbals on Duna, mind, right? But what I am going to do is I'm going to bring back Cheeky. Because if you remember, I got angry and fired Cheeky into orbit for no reason at the end of last week's stream. But I'm also considering whether or not, because the fucking Spectacular 7 are going to be stranded on Duna regardless. Mikey and Tagslack are in orbit around Duna, ready to pick them up, but can't pick them up because there's no lander. Do I bring Mikey and Tagslack back so we have more Kerbals available for missions? Does that make sense? Because the fucking Fabulous 7 or whatever they're called, there's a book series with 7 people in it. What's it called? It's not Mysterious 7 or something, right? When do we give Mina the bumps or the beats? Can't believe you did that to Mina on her birthday. What did I do to Mina? Kind of what's about to happen to this Kerbal race. This is not true. This is all slanderous. Wait, nuclear, you're going to nuke the planet in orbit and be done with Kerbal on Fridays? Imagine. They do mind, right? Yeah, which is making me think that I should probably leave them in orbit. Famous 5 and some things. Is it Spectacular 7, Jamie? I've got it in my head that there's some things 7. You tried setting us up to fail the flop game and it didn't work. I know she did. She did. The passenger space is enough to bring them back, Mindrake, which makes me think if I send something to Duna while those two are in orbit, then I don't need to do it Apollo style, right? I can just send something that goes straight to Duna, straight to the surface, and don't have to worry about... Magnificent 7, Mikey, that's what I was thinking of. The Magnificent 7, that's what we'll call them. The Shagging 7 also works. It's like you're speaking another language. Wait, about what, Mina, sorry? Right, this is what I want to go for, look. So, I currently have 257 science, but for 300 I can unlock this. The LVN Nerve. Despite the big scary trefoil painted on the Despite the big scary radioactive logo painted on the side of this engine, its radioactive exhaust and tendency to overheat, the LNV atomic rocket motor is harmless, mostly. Note the LV is the only LV series engine to run solely on liquid fuel. The future is glowing bright. But look how fucking efficient it... Surely. Is that what we've been doing on Duna to keep yourselves entertained? Oh, just reading chat and only half following it. I see. I have no idea, Mina, I'll be fair. I'm half equipped to answer the questions about Kerbal and half equipped to answer the bullshit. It's going to be one of them days. But yes, I only need another 40. Do you have the Orion? I don't know what the equivalent is, Tag Slack. Tag Slack, Mindright, Tag Slack, Alkarion, everybody's all the same. Fucking Kitten, Koala, everybody else is the same. Augur and what? Mindright, sorry. I don't have... Obviously there's no real life parts in this, they're all bullshit. There's not a Kerbal one called Orion, is there by any chance? Don't think there is, I've never heard of one. But I feel like a nuclear engine, because I saw this while I was scanning around, this surely will help in, like... Because this is not good. You're not going to have a nuclear engine that's for fucking taking off, are you? You're not going to have one that's for lifting mass in a heavy gravity situations. You're not going to have one for sea level flight. I have a feeling that this is going to replace my Poodle engine, but it's going to be like Big Willy efficient. Anyway, regardless, I just need 43 science, not even. So we have to do a teeny tiny science mission to just get 40 science, and then we can try it, right? Because rescuing the Magnificent Seven has got to be our goal for now. Orion is a nuclear engine for takeoff and sea... Oh! Okay, so maybe I'm wrong about this. But looking at that engine... It's very efficient. It's one of the last things you unlock, but it's got very low thrust in a vacuum. Just in my head, it's going to be really efficient. I don't know why. Do I not go for it then, do you think? I'll get it. I want to text... I don't know why I'm thinking that. You've got low thrust. I know it's because of my bad back. Right, first job. Let's bring Cheeky back. But I don't know about bringing Tag Slack and Mikey back. They might have to just wait there for our rescue of the Magnificent Seven. Then I want to build a very tiny lander. Of course, it's basically designed as substituting a nuke for the grenade under a bucket concept. I know, right? What's the opposite of a nuclear engine, as far as spaceflight's concerned? What's the other word? Chemical? Liquid? Because it still uses liquid fuel, doesn't it? Nuclear. Is it a chemical engine? Or is it an internal combustion engine? I don't know what the opposite is. Right, here is the situation we have ourselves. Cheeky is in this rocket right now, and he shouldn't be, because I may or may not have been angry at the end of the last stream and just fired Cheeky up on the biggest rocket possible. The first job is to bring Cheeky home, because he shouldn't be here, technically, and we don't like stranding oranges in space. That's for greens. Chemical, good. Ion. So, let's just turn Cheeky to face, let's bring him home, and then we'll start working on... You see, with the current tech, I could build a very tiny lander. Ion is very low thrust, low reaction mass, but sustained over a long time. But that's what I need, right? Is that not what I need? For, in orbit? I knew somebody was going to say that, Mina. God damn it, just 'cause it's your birthday doesn't mean you get away with this stuff. Right, let's bring Cheeky back. So, for a high upper stage, not upper, yeah, like upper stage engine. I want slow but efficient, don't I? Because when we're up there, we've got the time.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mindray. I'm glad you noticed. Mindray, thank you for the bits. Right, let's decouple. Where is Cheeky? Is he in here? Cheeky should not be on this mission. This was foolish. Cheeky, decouple. Thank you. Now let's also get rid of all this fuel, which is going to be rather explosive. And I don't know where all my decouplers are on this thing. I wish I could see. There. I think this is quite a heavy lander. This. I don't know what this ship is. Let's decouple that, and then we'll just bring Cheeky home. All this stuff is just going to blow up in atmosphere and be wasted. Terrible for littering the Doomhaus Space Agency. I don't know if you've noticed that in the past. Cheeky, let's come home. I apologise for sending you up. Does Cheeky get a successful mission point for this? Because technically, I was just firing him up to space in anger. And the fact he survived that, is that a successful mission? Would you say? There were no mission parameters, though. That's the only problem. And then we'll build ourselves a teeny... Because I think I went too big, and we suffered... Actually, is there any science I can do while I'm up here? There surely isn't, right? We've done... If we haven't done science in low Kerbal orbit, then I don't know what we're doing. 0. Okay. Because this is full of science, Gubs, right? Have I done an atmospheric analysis test? No. Have I done a gravioli detector? Ooh! That's 20 science already. Barometric pressure data. 12. Bullshit. Observe mystery goo. 0.1. Wait, I'm getting science. Log temperature. Wait, I need to do... I might be able to just not go anywhere to get this science. I'm going to need the gravity detector thing. What did I just do? Barometric pressure and gravity thing. Alright. Once we're down into the atmosphere, I'm going to run this fucker as well. And then I'm bringing back... How much science am I bringing back now? I might have enough to unlock our new little engine thing. And then we don't have to do a test flight. I can just build a tiny lander. We'll slap it on top of the cheese capture 10 is essentially the base craft, isn't it, for the Duna missions? So we'll build a teeny tiny lander, hopefully with enough seats. That might be how we do this. Just build the smallest lander in the world, and then just do multiple.
Don't worry, guys. I'm here. I know you were worried, but Big Trim is here.
Trim, can you imagine with your new PC, you might be able to run this game with upwards of 35
Last
frames a
year,
second.
human Triphalia, having 3 penises, was reported for the first time in history.
Was it by the band Hanson? Jamie, thank you for the bits. Welcome to the stream. It's funny that a man with 3 willies turns up. Just as you said that. Trim. You're excited to play 7 days with double digits. They probably don't have 3, mind, right? That's true. Not each. Right, we're coming in. Once I get into the atmosphere a tiny bit, I want to run this atmospheric scanner thing, and I might be able to afford by it. Ooh, atmosphere analysis from the upper atmosphere over Kerbin's water. It seems very little up at these altitudes. Make sure you're properly suited up if you plan on going outside. What do you mean, welcome to the stream? I was here to say... Oh, sorry, Jamie. Trim, welcome to the stream. Jamie, thank you for the bits. Hang on, let me close the service bay. And then we'll bring the ship in. Cheeky's going to actually be the best scientist we've ever had. If Cheeky can get enough to unlock this nuclear engine, then I vote Cheeky gets a successful mission point for this. Right, once I've not got, obviously, entry here. Can I do that? There's a time warp that I never do. Is it all? This is time warp, where physics are involved. Look. I never do this for some reason, but I've decided to today, and we might be seeing the benefits. Excited, I can imagine. We're going to do, by the way, for everybody that's listening, a 7 Days to Die one-off. So instead of creating a new world and all playing the fuck out of it over the course of a few weeks, we're going to do just a single one-off. We're going to get, on the newest patch, to the first blood moon, all within 4 hours. So the day length is going to be 30 minutes. It's going to be rough. Right, so I'm now through the atmosphere. If I run this, do I get like 20 science? 3. Let's reset the goo canister. Observe mystery goo. 0.1. Lovely. I'm so happy. 0 pressure data. Log the temperature. 5.6. Might be able to play. Might not be able to play. It's your father-in-law's birthday. Shit. He's got a birthday on Halloween. Right, let's just pray that Cheeky's managed to get us enough science data from this. We're going to land on the beach. So if I press Alt and then Time Warp, the Time Warp actually responds to physics, though. Huh. Now, what we need Cheeky to get is... How much science did I need? It was 44 or something stupid, wasn't it? As an alternative, should we do a 7 Days duo stream? Yeah, okay, good idea. Look at this guy fucking streaming up a storm all of a sudden.
Siddles visits Trim for a few days and they decide to head to the pub. 3 a.m. they arrive at the door, greeted by Trim's wife, with a rolling pin in her hand. Siddles says, "One hell of a woman you've got there, Trim. Not many women would be up, baking at this time of the morning."
Santa, welcome to the stream. Santa, did you consider changing that name to Trimette but thought it might be a bit too personal? Fuck's sake. Santa, welcome to the stream and thank you for the bits. You've angered Trim, so despite everything that may have been wrong with that, it seems to have served its purpose. Why did I laugh at that? It's true. Santa, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the bits. Watch this. Cheeky's going to recover exactly the amount of science we need. Are you ready? Are you ready? Also, as a guess, everybody, when did that joke get written? Anonymous cheerer, stick your bits up your ass. Fuck you, anonymous cheerer. Look at Trim, he knows. He knows. You've got to be abusive to the anonymous cheerers around these parts. Anonymous cheerer, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the big bits. I think I first heard it in the mid-70s. Cheeky brought back 40 science. Are you shitting my... I need 1.5 science. Well, fucking cheeky. I should have done a crew... If I'd have done a crew report, would have lived happily ever after. Right, let me scroll down. I thought you go to Doomhaus. Wasn't that the end goal? I mean, that is the end goal, but I just need a tiny bit of science so I can get the thingy engines. The nuclear engines, Trim. We're going fucking nuclear. It's not get to Doona, no. I need to... we're curing the virus. So I need a core sample from the north and south and to bring everybody home. But currently, there's fucking 7 people stranded on Doona, and I don't have enough people to run my fucking missions. How am I going to get 1.5 science? I wonder. That very legitimate bullshit. As if the Doomhaus needs an actual rule set to play a game trip. I've got an idea. Is there anybody here stupid enough to go on a very simple mission? Cheeky, congratulations on your successful mission. I know you're not here just now, but still. Right. Anonymous cheerer, thank you for the big bits. Appreciate it. More boosters, that's something we can agree on. 1 second, I'm just building a stupid car. And then I'm going to put... And as Trim says, I agree. Big bits anonymous cheerer. I'm apparently that stupid. It's how I got stuck on Duna. And when you wouldn't have signed up for the Doomhaus Space Agency otherwise, right? Look at this. What a vehicle. Right. Now, I need... I didn't need to do this, but this is what's going to get us our big, huge final science haul. So, I need, on my new science machine, I need a barometric pressure data scanner thing. Or I would do if it would let me. It's going to be one of those big-time RGB spin streamers that has a desktop tower in the background of their camera. Oh, Trim! Why can't I just put stuff flat on this thing? There, okay. We've got our thermometer. We've got our fucking pressure data thing. We've got let's stick ourselves. Okay, I've just tabbed out of the game by mistake and almost closed OBS. Well done, Stubbler. We'll save those bits for stream races. We'll put our fucking mystery goo thing on. What's this thing? Well, I don't know, but we need one. Tell you what we'll do. We'll just cheat. Give it a little bit of a rotate. Lovely, lovely. What other scientific goods do we need? Let's have a atmospheric pressure data thing. Stick that on there. Lovely. Let's also have a survey scanner. This orbital survey scanner uses this orbital. God damn it! What's this one? Ideal for surveying potential landing sites. This scanner provides detailed information about the planet or moon that it orbits. Why is everything near in orbit? This Sentinel Space Telescope uses infrared light to detect celestial bodies. Yep, need one of them. Okay, it's a bit bigger than I thought it was, but we'll make it work. I need this thing, don't I? The old gravioli detector. That'll do. All that effort for Football Manager. It's pretty and needs to be looked at. How much did you spend, or are you not allowed to say it in case somebody tells Trimette? And I need somebody to drive this that isn't currently stuck on Duna. 10. There's no successful mission points for this, by the way. 5. 4. I'm going to have to take that off. 3. 2. 1. The answer was 13. Trim, can you not die on this mission today? Did I actually replace Trim last week? I did. Trim the 4th. Trim has died every week for 3 weeks. Let's not die today, Trim. Trim, you're on the mission. Trim, name this little thing. Quick, 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 quick. This.
I bet Stubbs' setup consists of a 2001 Dell keyboard covered in fingernails, dust and dried sweat, with a ballpoint mouse and a 15-inch CRT monitor.
Do you know what, Mazak? Welcome to the stream and thank you for the monstrous amount of bits. I put an exclamation mark so I don't have to do capitals. Everything about the hardware is close, except for the fact that it's all obsessively clean. But I do have, sat right here, I think it's 50, no, I think it's we're going to be less than 15-inch, 4x3, 2001, Flatron L1710B beast of a monitor. Trim, why did you pop your parachute so... What is this? What was you saying, Mina, about taking off? Ooh, ooh. Imagine how close Trim came to dying there. Right, well, we're on our new science mission, so I'm going to log the old temperature. 2.4 science. Trim, successful mission. Well played. 3.6 science. For some reason I can't run that thing. Let's log the gravity data. 6. Always wear a helmet. If you would have died, I would have been so... I'd have been a mixture of very pissed off and extremely happy if you'd have died. I'm actually getting some science from this. Trim, stop turning the fucking thing around. Masak, thank you for the massive bits. Did I skip a few numbers? I'm alright with it. Trim, watch out for the wheels, they're still spinning. If there was a driver on board, that might have stopped, but of course there isn't. Trim, get on board. Seat is obstructed, cannot board. Roger that. I have turned over to the... Can I turn this thing over? Is there anything I can do? No. Trim? Well played. Let me recover Trim, and then I'll recover the other thing, and we had that... Do you know what, Trim? That was a successful mission. You never actually left the KSC, so I can't give you a successful mission point, but still, that was a successful mission. Summarise it.
Oh no, my big hairy muffin top flipped over.
Do you know what, though? It was successful. Well played. Trim. Let me recover the fucking thing. And there's 16 science, which means I can now go into the R&D department, click nuclear propulsion, and make a bad decision. There we go. Trim. It's a pleasure to have you on board. Right, let's skip forward to the next day and let's get started trying to put all of this mess into a successful rocket that can go to Duna. Cheeky is returned home. Trim has a successful mission and did a mission without dying, although came very close. I was half talking to my girlfriend when you replied. Did you say the fingernails and dirt was accurate? No, the hardware is accurate, but for some I'm obsessed with cleaning, so it's a curse, but it's all immaculate. Right, vehicle assembly building. Thank you all for the big bits, though. Especially you, Trim. That was a massive one shamrock. I've done a mission without dying. Look where I'm at now. Chaz, you're part of the significant set. What is it? Magnificent 7. I'll have you know. You're right, it's a fucking mess. What was the name of the last ship that went up? I need the one with the big stupid lander on it. It's not called Gravy, is it? No, what's its name? You're playing on a 15-inch monitor. No, the chat is on one, though. If you're so obsessed with cleaning, how about you clean Jeff's corner every once in a while? Is that alive? No, I'm alright. It'd be alright. It'd be fine. Okay, right. I can't remember the name of the ship. Was it beginning with a D? Was it Duna Want to Come Back? Oh, it was Duna Lander Big Bum Test. Of course it was. So this should have the new lander look. That lander, I think, is a bit too fancy. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a new lander and we're going to make it teeny tiny. So first of all, I need to remove... Actually, I'm going to keep that and we're going to create a new ship. This is going to be this Cozy Capsule Seat 2. How big is that compared to the main lander can? So we don't... Do we want a lander this size? That's a big lander, but it's got 2 seats. And I need 2 seats, don't I? In fact, I need more than 2 seats. Jeff's corner is so dirty it's now considered a natural reserve for fungi. Are you saying Jeff's a... That joke was too easy. I'm leaving it out. Shall we build a lander that can collect 4 people? Stubbler, what trim? So this has to be the base of the lander. I didn't even start it. I finished it, listen. I condemned the joke. What's better, not mentioning it at all or mentioning it and condemning it? Okay, so this is going to be the basis for our lander. This thing has to be short and fat, but small and have not much weight. Is there a weight counter for the size of the command pods? Gotta be, right? Dry mass, 1.355 tons. 0.6. Oh, Is it worth all that extra weight for one more seat? I bet it isn't. Fuck it off. This is not a science venture, is it? So we can do science when things are when we're in peacetime. As it is, we're in super duper rescue mode time, so we need to... We need to make this as light as possible, right? Let's go teeny tiny with this, because it is the whole point of today's stream. Good. Right, let's retract the ladder. Trim, I cancelled the joke. Therefore, it's like the thing, right? It's more impressive to have smoked. People that don't smoke, the ones that have done it and managed to kick it is more impressive than the ones that never did, right? The people that have fixed addiction are more impressive than the ones that never got addicted in the first place. Therefore, if I started the bad joke, but cancelled it, am I better than... I think I am. You're sending a chub up. Last time I did that, George was made disgusting. Teeny tiny lander. In brackets, test. And I'm not writing big muffin or whatever. Sothan and Satan came in on the same bus. Welcome to the stream. I am making, because the last lander we made to try and pick up the significant 7 was too tiny, was too big and too heavy. So Satan, Sothan, welcome to the stream. I am making a teeny tiny lander. We're going to go for a little weight, and I've also unlocked some nuclear engines. Sothan, Satan, how are we both? Did you enjoy the bus ride you evidently shared? Right, let's put some solar panels on, because we're going to go light, yeah? Light. When you say teeny tiny, do you mean squat? Yeah, both, I guess. Then I need some chutes on, don't I? I'm going to need some good parachuting stuff, aren't I? Because... can I? No, that's too big. Do I need a shoe on top, don't I? That's a drogue shoe. I don't want drogue shoes. It's heavy though. Dry mass 300. Dry mass 200. Dry mass 100. I could just put a little... Oh, looks silly. I'll put a drogue chute on and then that'll slow me. Because drogue chutes are like to slow you down before the big boys come out, aren't they? Look at that! Efficient. Teeny tiny. So we've got power, we've got parachutes. I actually need batteries, don't I? I can put one battery pack on the back there. But it's got to be small and it's got to be tight. So let's put a teeny tiny battery on there. Let's bring him in a bit as well, just so we can have a nice sleeker profile. Not that much, that looks a bit cheaty. Why does it not do it? Why will it not just gently, you know? Okay, let's put it there. Okay, so we've got battery. That looks ugly. Maybe I'll find somewhere else on the vessel for that. Am I right being a bit stressed? I hope it's nothing serious, so then, my love. If you hold Alt, it does it smooth. Is that true? I can't believe I've just accepted advice. You lying prick. I held control, but that didn't work. Shift. Shift does it a tiny bit more, but still. Right, so we have now on our teeny tiny lander 1 seat, which is the first thing that needs to be addressed. Addressed, not undressed. Oh god, that looks foolish. I don't like it already. Sorry if you heard that. 7 people need rescuing Satan, but I'm not going to do all 7 at once. Then it needs maybe a... I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a similar design to the last one, but we'll be a bit more clever with it, hopefully. So it's going to need... Now, that doesn't look like much fuel. Do you know why? Because it isn't. I can't put a fucking vector engine on it. I might actually just use the poodle. But the poodle's going to be too big. Here's our nuclear engine, look. Wow! I would use nuclear. I could use the nuclear engine, but that is a bit tall, and I don't want tall. I want squat. If this doesn't work, then we'll learn. That's a Reliant engine. What's the upper stage engine? The 909 was initially discovered with some skepticism by spacecraft engineers, has defied the long-standing convention that more power is always better. Despite this, the 909 has found its place in the spacecraft construction world, being particularly useful as a final stage. Yes, teeny tiny. It looks like a Bezos rocket. Hey, did what's his face go up and down yesterday safely, or the day before? This is why I should never trust anybody on the internet. True. More school stuff. You did get a contact that may end up in a position at a pretty sizable place while I'm in school, which is nice. So then, best of luck, my love. Bad math midterm coming up. Final midterm, though. You asked how I was doing, or you asked how South ended? Oh, Trim, I see. I'm with you. So what's the betting on it falling over? Satan, you raise a good point. Fix this now. His reaction afterwards was quite heartwarming. It's good, isn't it? I saw him hugging people, I think, was the last thing I saw. Let me extend this out, because I'm going to need that. Then, this is my solution for it not tipping over. If we chat about this one, we'd really be hobnobbing. What? Hobo bobbing. That's when you've got loads of them in a bucket, so that you know what I mean? I need tea. No. See, this is my solution for not tipping over. Bobo Hobbing. He was my favourite character in Forest Gump. Now we're getting a bit heavy. I don't actually need them, do I? What I'll need though is a fuel line. Let me get fuel lines. Do you see where I'm going with this thing? Put the fuel line. That should be 4 fuel lines if it'll fucking connect. 4 fuel lines, good. So then, let me retract that. We've got a little. Will the engine be enough to lift the fuel? Though is the question. I mean, if we test it on Kerbal, we know it works on Duna, right? Then the landing leg. I wish there was something a bit slimmer as far as fuel tanks are concerned. Like some really small ones. I don't know what they'd be in the game for. And then we'll put the big dick landing legs on. Does that look like something that's going to fall over if it lands on the flats? This doesn't look that small, but it really is. This looks more stable, right? Do you agree? Looks like super duper stable. Might need to extend the ladder. The good thing about Duna Satan is it's got very low gravity, so I can just use the jetpack to get onto it. The ladder is there mainly to, I don't know, as an emergency, really. I'm just worried that this little engine is not enough to lift the fuel tanks. I guess the test would be... is there anybody on Kerbin, anybody that is not part of the Magnificent 7 on Duna, or the 2 in orbit, that would be willing to test this out? If you are, type horseradish in the chat real quick. Real quick. There's no points in it, but I just need a tester. Sothan said it first. Sothan's not part of the 7, right? Sothan, I just need to test whether this thing can lift. If it can lift itself off the planet on Kerbin, then it can definitely lift itself off the planet on Duna. Because I need to... I'm going through all of this stress to rescue the Magnificent 7, but I aren't... I've never taken off from the surface of Duna before, so I need to take something down to test the limits, then I can build around those limits, right? I accidentally put auger in. Okay, revert flight to vehicle assembly. Sorry, Sothan, my love, I put auger in your chair. Teeny tiny lander test. Right, let's take auger out. We can go in. The trial of the Duna 7. I really like saying Duna. I don't know. I'm saying it like in the US style, because we'd call it Juna, right? In the UK. If you're going based on the morning moisture. Duna. Right. Sothan, my love. I'm going to engage the engine, and we're going to just slowly throttle it up and see if this thing can lift off. Sothan, welcome to full throttle. Now, this isn't to say that it can't take off from the surface of Duna, because there's a possibility that it can. Alright. Let's go back to vehicle assembly. So I think I need a bigger engine. But I can't get up there and test it, can I? Because I don't know what I need. So if I was to then... Sothan, are you calling my rocket tiny? Put the next... Is it the swivel? LT-40... Oh, the Reliant. Is that... Hell, that's a long engine. They're both long. Okay, let's then go for the swivel and go again. Sothan, are you prepared for another test flight, my dear? Holy hell, that made me curious as to how fast ships usually go in space when travelling from planet to planet. Around 3,000 metres per second, Sothan, from my experience. But it's not about fast. Space travel's not about fast, it's about just waiting.
Well, got a neck ache looking at that going up.
Got a what? I've got a neck ache looking at that going up. 24,600 metres per second on the way to Mars. 39,000 kilometres per hour. Or miles per hour. That's some good numbers, right? Right, so then we've got a bigger engine. I am going to test at... Ignore that, you saw nothing. I may have popped the parachutes at the same time as the engine. A very trim manoeuvre, I'm sure you will agree, based on the earlier mission. So what I'll do this time is put the engine in a different action group. Not action group, staging group. Oh! So then it works. Are we ready? So this engine I know will work, but here's the issue. The engine is a bit close to the ground. It can take off at about 70% thrust. On curbing. So then, would you like to go for a little test flight? Just a teeny... Oh, I need a reaction wheel. I need a reaction wheel on this. And I need monopropellant, and I need little RCS thrusters. Sothan would like to go for a test flight. Boys and girls, this might be catastrophic. I sincerely hope you don't die, Sothan. 3, 2, 1. Look at it! It's such a little whizzer. It's got the chutes, everything's fine. I don't want to go too high though, that would be foolish. It's so tiny. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Right, let's pop the chutes. Let's bring Sothan down right on top of the admin building. You can't say that from one end to the other, it doesn't look like a penis. It does. It does, actually. Fun fact, people in Alabama have 4 bollocks. How did you like your little test flight, Sothan? I think it was beautiful. I do need to lower the landing legs a little. I can lower the whole engines down and the landing legs a little bit. And then we can attach this to the top of the cheese catcher with the new nuclear engines. And with a bit of luck... It's a bit fast, actually. Let me just reduce some of that speed. Good. So then, absolutely beautiful mission. Right, I need monopropellant. I need... What else? Tell you what I'll do. We'll lower the engines. No. We'll lower the fuel tanks a little bit. That actually brought them in a tiny amount, but that should be fine. Then I need... I've got the solar panels up top, haven't we? So that's pretty low in fairness. That's kind of good. then I want to do the same for the landing legs. We'll just inch them down just as much as I feel like I can afford. About there, maybe, and that gives us even more clearance. Good! I'm feeling positive about this, Sotha. Then I feel like I should probably bring this back out, because I don't want them clipping in, because it looks a bit ugly. Also, it gives us a tiny bit less... that's not even attached, that would be foolish. Tell you what, let me just pick them up. It gives us a tiny bit less... We're not going to do any science on this mission, mind you. I'm just 100% focused on rescue for this. Because of the whole RPG system that this fucking Doomhaus playthrough seems to have. I don't want people's Kerbals just stranded forever, so we can put a couple of bits of science on if need be, but I'm all about weight for this. No unnecessary pieces. Right, what was the other things I needed? I needed monopropellant tanks, so that's the little puffer things. Did you like my description? So I need 2 of these. That's 4 stuff. Let's put 4 on. No, I need 2. Why is it only insistent? Let's have 1. Let's punish the game by insisting I only have 1. Let's go for 2, but I can put them on manually. They're about the same height. They're a little closer, makes no difference. Good. Next, I need... So that is the fuel in there for... You'll understand what I mean when I show you these little puffer things. I need 4 of these. So this means it can do adjustments and stuff while it's in space. What else do you need? Let's put 2 more on under the flag. It's the best looking thing in the world, isn't it? How important is the Doomhaus flag to these missions? Right, so that's given us a bit of RCS. It's given us a bit of a boost. I needed a battery, didn't I? I actually never managed to put a battery on it. So let's have 2 batteries. It automatically snaps to 4 and it just frustrates me. Is it still 4 or is it 2? I think it's because I hit the fuel tanks on the way across. There we go. So now, as long as the Kerbal can get in and out, we should have everything we need. I need a reaction wheel, don't I? God damn this goddamn game. I don't know if I do need a reaction wheel, but because they're cheap, the small inline reaction wheel, this is for steering. And then, I'm cheating, nobody look. That's clipping. That's ugly. Better. Okay. So now it has a reaction wheel so it can steer. It has a big enough engine to at least get a takeoff from Kerbin, and Kerbin is significantly harder to take off from than Duna, because Duna's teeny tiny in comparison. But Sothan's teeny tiny lander seems to be about finished. Can anybody see anything it's missing? It seems good, and then we need to put some nuclear engines on and we'll test it. Tell you what, Tagslack, why do I keep... I'll carry on, Tagslack and Mind, right? You're all pulled together in my head now for some reason. Fuck's sake. Okay, science. Let's... Alright. Let's sneak on a thermometer. Let's sneak on a barometer. Put it under the lander can. Let's also put on a gravioli detector thing. I feel like if we're detecting gravioli on there, we're past a point of no return. And then let's have a mystery goo container. Is that sufficient, Mindrake, would you say? There is some science going on board this ship, as well as a surface sample and... fucking... mystery goo container. There we go, the little science portion of this particular ship. Sothan's teeny tiny lander, let's call it that as well. That's its official title, the STT. That actually flashed as well, damn it, Easy Green. Easy Green, welcome to the stream. We've got to do something about this. I'm cool with Alkarion, but sharing headspace with Tag Slack. Did you see the flash, Sothan, when he came in? Did he do it for you as well? It flickers my chat using that emote, the green hat. At least you're all orange, mind, right? Right, Sothan... not Sothan, teeny tiny lander. Sothan's teeny tiny lander. And then I need a way to just attach it, don't I? Maybe we need... I'm thinking, by the way, that I don't need to worry about that huge heat shield. 1 second. Alright, deal. Sothan's teeny tiny dinghy. That's how you spell dinghy, right? It's a strange word, that. Are we good? Any more successful this week? I've created a very, very small... I've done 2 things. I've unlocked nuclear engines, which is my new obsession. I'll tell you what I'll do. And I've built this. I'm going for as small as possible. I'm going for more efficient engines and less weight. Just for the sake of security and safety. This thing we know takes off from Kerbin, so it should take off from Duna. It can carry 3 Kerbals, which to me is good enough to get 3... If I can get 3 people up to Mikey and Tagslack in orbit, I'll be very, very happy with that. Okay. It's got a fuckload of chutes. It can take off from Kerbin and land from Kerbin, and it's very small, or much smaller than we're used to. Therefore, it should technically be light. So if I was now to open... What's the shit that I'm merging this with? I got the name before, didn't I? Is it Duna Want to Come Back or something? Is it down here? Duna Lander Big Bum Test. Good. This fucking thing. Now, if I take... Hang on. If I take... everything but the fairing off. Let's take... let's remove that. I want this to be the main piece, don't I? How do I make this part of the ship the head? God, how is it only 3 PM? I don't know how you do it, Santa. Wait, what's Santa doing? Starting work at 4 AM fucking sucks. Is that what Santa's... Is that the hours you're on at the moment, Santa? Tell you what I'll do, we'll get rid of that. And then open... I want to click... I half remember him saying that when we were on WoW. Oh, Santa, yeah, I think he varies shifts, yeah. Then, what's Sothan? What was the name of your ship? I've forgotten it again. We've got Sothan's teeny weeny dinghy. We've got Sothan's teeny weeny lander. Dinghy test, there we go. So if I merge the 2, then we've got Sothan's teeny weeny bullshit there. Then I could pick up all of this, move it to one side, and I should have the lander here. Oh, what a beautiful lander. Look at that beautiful, beautiful mess. Move it up to here, delete the fairing, and slot this, hopefully, right underneath. Then I could build the fairing again, out a tiny bit, like this, and then up, and then in, and then closed. Look how tiny the lander is on this compared to the previous. Right. Sothan's teeny tiny dinghy rocket, in brackets. I've got to keep... let me just get rid of that, that's causing problems. Lovely. Did 4 till 1 today, got back in and I've just kind of sat on my chair in some weird awake but not alive state. I hate that. When you kind of... You're not tired enough to go to bed, but or it's the wrong time, but you're too tired to do anything and you're just sort of in limbo, aren't you? Awful. Right, now, here's the other changes I was looking to make. I have a new engine that I unlocked. I have a feeling that this is the Kerbal, but I don't know if it's true. I now have the Nerve nuclear rocket. In my head, how am I going to fix that? Can I just... That's the least aerodynamic thing I've ever seen. Excuse me? Yeah, conscious but undead. Is there no way to have like a... Also, Stubbler, since you used that engine in that context, I'm unable to hear it. Since I did what, sorry? In what context? I'm concerned about this engine all of a sudden. I can't go up like that, can I? As far as aerodynamics are concerned, that is dreadful. I was hoping to have one here as well, where my other poodle is. Because in my mind, these fucking engines are like super duper efficient. They maybe aren't. What the fuck is this? Not going to go in. I actually don't know what you mean. Did I make an oopsie? I could use a skipper, but right, let's read it. The smaller sibling of the mainsail, the skipper's... Okay, where's the mainsail then? A monster of an engine for heavy lifting purposes, the mainsail's power rivals that of entire small nations. That's a lot of thrust in a vacuum, but how do I know its efficiency? 44 per second max. 1.3 fuel per second max. Is that the efficiency? See, this thing, in a vacuum, has 60 kilonewtons of thrust at 1.353 per second. It's the same as the... Hang on. I'm so confused. Maybe that's for the best. I'm actually intrigued. Can you hint? If I was using a poodle, which is 250 but 6.5 liquid fuel per second. For some reason the music is really off tune. Is the music off tune for anybody else? It sounds okay on my end. I've been watching streams where the music goes all wonky lately. Like when I first load into a stream, the first sort of 5 seconds the music's all over the place. Is there anybody else having problems with the music? Like, do I use the mainsail for this? Because that's just going to eat all of my fuel, isn't it? Do you know what? Fuck it. We're going to try with these nuclear engines. Trial by fire. How about that? Sothan? Well played. But now I need somebody to test this mission. I need a pilot and somebody else to try and take this to Duna. Boys and girls, if you are not part of the Magnificent Seven currently stranded on Duna, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm not having a problem with the music, but this guy playing is a bit of a tit.
1. The number I'm thinking of is 47. Dobbs, welcome to the stream. 47, right. This is for everybody who's got a point last year and this year. Thank you for the 8 months, Dobbs. Welcome to the stream. So it would be Mazak. Mazak, have you got a Kerbal? How do I join? He has. He's a scientist, right? Mazak is on board for certain. Who's after? Is it Easy Green next? It is. But Easy Green, are you not part of the? Is Easy Green still on Kerbin? He's an engineer. Fuck it, let's take him. So we've got 2 prime Kerbals right now. And then is it Jamie? Jamie's an engineer. Ah! I need a pilot. Is there a pilot that voted right there? Jamie, I'm sorry. The third has to be a pilot. Who else was on the list? Satan. Is Satan a pilot? Wah! Satan, you're on board. Right, we've got green, green, orange. We don't want you in the lander cam. We want all of you in the command pod. So let's put Easy Green and Mazak down there. Satan's going to be driving. Lovely. This is racist against engineers. There's an engineer right there. Engineer, pilot, scientist. Siddles, thank you for the prime, Robnet. Welcome to the stream. I built a new ship. I've got fucking nuclear engines. My Kerbal is sad. Racist. It's racist against orange engineers. 3, 2, 1. Use the word engine. Oh, Mina, I'm with you. I thought you meant something I'd said today. Disgusting. Thank you for the prime. I love you. The first time you've been on board. A well-balanced crew. No, there's too many greens for my liking. Right, this is where I test out my new nuclear engines. It would be a prouder moment if the designer of the rocket hadn't gotten predecessors obliterated. Mina, this ship's got a nuclear one. Right, have I got staging right? Probably not. 1, 2, fire. Good. Decouple, lovely. Then that decouples. Roger that. Then that decouples. Then we go nuclear. I don't know how efficient that's going to be. This is a test. It might not be the mission that goes to Duna. So bear with me if it isn't. But let's try and get ourselves set up. Cellist, welcome to the stream. No, God, Cellist Siddles. God damn it, Stubbler. Bear with me for a minute. By minute, I mean probably about 3 months. Cellist, how are we? Welcome to the stream. I'm building a new ship. We're taking it to Duna. Hopefully not going to fuck it up. So I want Duna to be just... There's Jam Wedge, look. So... I think I need to be about there, but I don't know how to play Kerbal, so bear with me. Lovely. Right, let's hope that I don't get fucking 87-minute burns from this. But I probably will, because I think I've misunderstood what nuclear engines are for. We're having a nighttime launch, ladies and gentlemen. Satan is driving for the oranges with Easy Green and Mazak on board. Boys and girls, get to know one another, because this is going to be a fucking long mission. 10. 9. 8. That light's beautiful. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2.
3, 2, 1, go.
Best of luck to everybody on board this mission. Hopefully these new engines are exactly what the doctor ordered. It is time. Begin. So we're going to go straight up for a little while, then I'm going to start turning this big monstrosity with the odd-looking engines to about 45 degrees. Slowly. Siddle's thinking of the bits. You're enjoying your 4th consecutive Friday off. When's the court case? We've got 4 boosters, Mina, and they are plugging away nicely. The booster stages are about to run out. Well, we're about halfway, in fact. I need to start turning more as we get up to about 10 kilometres. But I don't want to turn too far because that might be the end of the world if I aren't careful. Please don't tip over, which the rocket seems to want to do at the moment, but with 18,000 reaction wheels, we don't need to worry about that. It is heating up like a motherfucker as we speak, so bear with me. There's been a stab in Mazak. It is dark as dicks, I'm not used to this, but we'll hopefully be flying towards the rising sun very shortly, which will be beautiful. Okay, now I need to hopefully get to 70. My apoapsis is up to 70. I'm going through the thicker parts of the atmosphere. I just hope nothing blows up. Ejecting the boosters. Siddles up the stream. A Tory MP stabbed and died. What? Activating the lower engine. Tory MP for Southend. Jesus, why? Burning up to get my apoapsis nice and high? Shit. I feel bad joking about them this month. I'm not taking my company to court, they're still giving me... Sadly, probably because of his political alliance, yeah. I feel like... It was announced 4 minutes ago that he died. Jesus. Is it all getting a bit too far? Right, I'm going to keep boosting up to about 75, by the way, so just give me a second as you can watch the sunrise. Do you know what? Let's just stop for a minute and enjoy the sunrise, because it's one of the best parts of this game. That's ridiculous. Nobody deserves to die, do they, for their political... Nobody deserves to be stabbed for their political opinions. He was 69, had 5 kids, and he was stabbed because he was a Tory MP. Disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Well, we don't know if he was stabbed for that reason, but we can only assume, right? But we must acknowledge that it's speculation. But that, yeah, that's rank. Okay, we're up. Let's point at prograde. And then when I get into space, we'll start burning at prograde. We are there now. Congratulations, Satan, Easy Green, and Mazak. You are now in space. Might be Mazak's first experience of space. I'm going to burn off the rest of this fuel and hopefully get orbit, then we can go nuclear. Yeah, that's awful. Big awful. Nazis deserve to be stabbed for their political opinions. I'm going to disagree. Sickening as it is, and as disgusting as they are, can't act like them, right? Lovely. Okay, we are now in orbit. Congratulations. I'm actually gone suborbital, which was foolish. Nobody deserves death except those who put mushroom on P-word. Right, let me raise my periapsis back up. Lovely. We're in orbit. Well played. I butchered it a tiny bit because we're going a bit high, but once I get up to 70k, if you kill them, they'll never learn. There's some truth in that as well. I just don't understand how any political opinion can be worse than thinking murder. Yes, exactly, right? I'd rather educate than stab, true that. Or are we a bit too hippy-dippy? Right, turning to prograde now. And we are going to retrograde, and I'm going to bring that orbit in a bit, because it's a bit unwieldy. I want it to be about 200, and then we're going to take this to Duna, hopefully. We've still not tested our nuclear engines. Okay, 247, that's not too bad. Turns out that Bowman in Norway was just simply crazy. Yeah, but is that, like... Do we, as a society, benefit from that? Do you know what I mean? Like, I've still got a little poodle here. I love my poodle engines, but I'm starting to realise that they're maybe not the most efficient. Like, it's almost... Is that what they're saying, Mina? Simply crazy. That's disgusting, isn't it? Like, what? Where do we go from there? Do you know what I mean? Like, what could we potentially hope to solve by that being the diagnosis? It's silly. Right, I'm going to save now I'm in orbit. Then I'm going to... Watch this, look at Stubbler over here. Look, knows how to time warp. Knows how to time warp with physical time warp. Not physical. Yeah, physical time warp. What's my electric charge like, by the way? I don't want that to go down. But I've got, we've got some stuff on it that we can fix it with. I think you have to be crazy in some way to kill anyone in the first... Yeah, exactly, but like it says, it doesn't really fix anything, does it? It's really messed up when everybody was rushing to condemn him because of his fate. Yeah, it is. Apparently a lot of the press in Denmark was immediately saying, he converted to Islam. There's your answer. Which is one of the most stupid fucking... I always think football fans is a good example. Like, for me to find out that Siddles is a football fan and just assume that he's the type that smashes up the ground and fights and all that sort of stuff, and chants racist stuff, would be ludicrous. Just because a lot of football fans do, right? That was actually a fucking media tactic, I hate it. Mental time warp? What's the thing with trying to pin it on religious reasons? It's ridiculous. It's stupid. I thought I was doing... some good time warp there, but that's ridiculous. Okay, so I'll just do it the fucking manual way. Siddles is only racist to the English. Oh, you're not allowed to call that racism. It's Scottish pride. The political opinion we should get organised and commit genocide. That side I'm against murder, but punch in the face or occasional non-fatal stabbing might be deserved. I guess we can agree to disagree on that then, right? It's one of the reasons where I was drifting very far left for a while there, until there's a political dickhead in the UK called Nigel Farage, right? And he is a dickhead. He was the pro-Brexit and very quite far right, disgusting. But then when I saw people of my own party laughing at the fact that he got a milkshake thrown in his face, I thought, this isn't serious. This is not real. This is not based on human emotion. This is not a human party. This is that, it's... And that pushed me closer to the middle. That, everybody justifying abusing people, and that's not even a stabbing. That seriously threw me in the opposite direction. Well, not all the way in the opposite direction, but... it's just... I don't know, you kind of completely lose the whole point of being on the side you claim to be on, if you're willing... Do you know what I mean by that? I don't know. I've actually heard the name. He was the milkshake guy, yeah. Exactly right, Siddles. I don't know, it was just the most hypocritical viewpoint, and I kind of, lost faith in the whole thing. And I'm still nowhere near moderate, but I have very much backed away from relating to any of the people. There's just a local British bloke who upholds British values, keck. The loudest keck in Twitch history. Lovely, right, we're actually in a good position right now, so I'm going to save. Satan, easy green, Mazak, well played. And it seems innocuous, right? But it was after that moment, all of a sudden, I stopped being able to relate to that side of the... to the side I occupy, but I stopped being able to relate to the people further down than I am. Does that make sense? And I feel like I may have been prejudiced towards the actual sensible people on that side, but it's just so fucking... I don't know. I felt ill with it. One of my mates is pretty in with Labour down here and goes to loads of shit. Says it's just so mundane, petty. I mean, that's my politics in a nutshell, for the most part. But it's just... I don't know. It's just that single incident, and I thought that it's a bit... It's when it gets eat the... I've mocked it a lot recently, but the whole eat the rich thing and stuff, I just feel like it's not helpful. It's not... The idea is, the theory is, but the whole slogans and all that, it's just... I don't know. Am I alienating myself or something? Right. How efficient is this burn? That's a 26-minute burn. Fuck me, the poodle all of a sudden is not the answer. I want Nigel Farage and everything he stands for to be as gone as the next person. But that, to me, just felt disgusting. I'm in this position again. Is it the poodle engine that's the problem? Should I just try and take this to Duna as it is? Because, like... Is it maybe because I'm burning... What if I was to burn at periapsis? Would that fix it? See, that's still 12 minutes just to get... That's a 13-minute burn to get out of here. What am I doing wrong? I can understand some of the hate mail if it's targeted at the policies and ideas, but not... Yeah, exactly. Personal attacks, it's saying. The fact that the personal attacks were a thing. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels sensorial almost. Does that make sense? And that's always been scary to me. Right, people that know how to play Kerbal, is there a very solid reason why I'm all of a sudden getting 13-minute burn times to get out of Kerbin's orbit? Is there an obvious thing that I'm doing wrong? Because this was happening last week, and I don't know why. There is a very solid reason. It's so obvious, lol. Satan says yes. What am I doing wrong? Oh, it's because I'm doing it wrong. Okay, so is it something I can fix in orbit? Tags like welcome to the stream, by the way. Something has changed. The double bait. Well, it was an easy bait because I was very openly and honestly asking what the problem was. So I was always going to fall for it, but like... So this exact same ship has gone from being able to get out of Kerbin's orbit in 5 seconds to all of a sudden taking 15 minutes to burn out of Kerbin. Same engine, same everything. Is that genuinely a 13-minute, a 16-minute burn? Do you know what? We're going to run a test. Because I don't know whether this reading's wrong or something doesn't seem to be right. I don't know if I've clicked or built something incorrect compared to how we usually do it. But we're going to run a fucking test. Bollocks to it. We're going to start the burn. Best of luck. Hope it's not fucking 16 minutes. Deviator, welcome to the stream. I'll burn. We're burning. Apparently I'm getting readings that this burn I'm doing is going to take 16 minutes. And I'm inclined to believe it, but... I don't know why you picked me, that was a bad idea. I just picked it. Here's me, assuming my friends would give me a little bit of honest help for once. More fool fucking me. You only get honest help when you don't want it. This is very fucking true. Very true. If streaming Subnautica... Hey, I can do this now, can't I? I can just give some... Yeah, this is an exceptionally long burn. This doesn't feel right. The Poodle engine is all of a sudden not able to... The Poodle engine that used to be able to get me out of Kerbin's sphere of influence and into a solar orbit in about 3 minutes burn is now all of a sudden taking 16 minutes. And depending on who says it, you could... I know, right, Tex? I know. I'm bad for that. It is. It's called the Poodle engine. Their compatibility with Poodle and some other shit. I don't know. I'm about to run out with the Poodle anyway, and we'll be able to go test our fucking new nuclear lads. Okay, we've decoupled, I think. Did I decouple? We've decoupled. I can now... Here it comes, let the new nuclear boy. Just as the sun's rising on our new nuclear future. We'll just put a little bit of butt thrust. Tony Blair engine. And then I'll keep pointing and we'll burn again. You said lush, excuse me? great word. He's turning Welsh. The home counties are merging. Not home counties, fuck's sake. Home nations. Yeah, this burn is... Excuse me. Look at the efficiency on this engine. Look how little fuel it's using. Damn. Oh. I know the answer now. So you're all... I'm guessing everybody that knows how to play this game has seen what's wrong. Let me actually... While I'm not actually aiming for something, let me spin round back to Perianus and we'll go again. Turn time warp off. We'll walk back to Periapsis and keep burning. Another 16-minute burn. Something's wrong. Also, look how little oxidizer. It doesn't use oxidizer, so I could have just used a liquid fuel tank, right? It's obviously it's nuclear, isn't it? So let me then at Periapsis point at prograde, burn. So I can replace the Poodle with this as my upper stage engines from this point forward, surely. Blizzard has announced they're developing a new MMO. Titan, finally. What's WOSC? Lords of Draenor. Oh, WoW 2. Warcraft of Duty. Titan was the name of an MMO they were making, Mina. And they got a long way into development. And they were making this MMO, and all the characters and stuff they created for it were all made, but they decided to just drop it. They just canned the whole thing after about 4 years of development. And then used all the characters and everything and made Overwatch their current most successful game. It's impressive. I don't think it was announced. I think it was... Oh, I see. So it's not confirmed. So a question for your text-to-speech... For you text-to-speech experts. If I want to add a pause between words in a cheer or a tip, is the slash mark or something... If you just put loads of slashes, it does it. I think. I thought you were saying they'd scrapped the whole thing. They did. They actually scrapped everything, Mina, but they just kept the characters that they'd created. They literally shit-canned. They shoiked the whole thing, as Jamie said. Apart from... Like this, look, I'll carry on.
Don't try.
Like that, look. Blizzard Entertainment is being dissolved in early 2022. It's going to be replaced by a new team that will be a more direct part of the renamed Activision Insight. Much of Blizzard, though not all, will be sacked and replaced with old new employees for Insight. With old new employees, says Stubbler. Well played. Interesting. Settles, thank you for the bits. Is that actually true, or is that a leak or something? Yeah, there has to be a space between them, otherwise it just says //. Right, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. We are now out of Duna's orbit. It's a leak on MMO Champion. This is not Duna, Kerbin's orbit. This is not the sensible tactic, but it's the tactic I've chosen. Kate, welcome to the stream. How are we? History shows MMO Champion hosts some decent links. Interesting. I mean, getting rid of the Blizzard name is probably for the best, right? Because it's, as much as it hurts to admit for us fans of old Blizzard IPs. Let's do the whole burn in orbit, bollocks to it. Because I am stuck. Let's send Sothan's lander out on its inaugural mission. And we've got fucking 16-minute burns again. Beautiful. Let's just cope with it, right? This is just how it's going to have to be because I am so fucking stuck. Closest approach 3 million. Let's see if we can get that a bit tight. There we go. Now that's a fucking Kerbal. Just as I'm about to get to Bastard Duna, I go and get a Kerbin encounter. Fucking Kerbal. Right, so that's the closest approach at 1.27 million. So if I can bring that in a little bit. Very good, kitten. Stream. Just on an OBS update, everything is reset. What? Why do I never get OBS updates? I have never ever had an OBS update, and everybody talks about it being a regular thing. I think even Mina mentioned it, and I don't understand. I'm glad about it because if everything's resetting, then you can fuck off. But just OBS, so they maybe stopped supporting proper OBS. That's probably it. I see. I'm using OBS Studio. If it's the Streamlabs one, then look, I still can't get this bastard fucking. That might be the issue. I can't get any closer than this. Let me do radial in and out once I've got it. Okay, stop fucking about. Radial in and out. Can I get that any smaller? No. There's just fucking Kerbin's in the way. Okay. So if Kerbin's always going to interrupt this, is it likely that I'll ever get an encounter? If I just scoot forward a little bit, that's just the same thing, Stubbler. What are you playing at? Oh, that's better, that's better. Or am I in the same position again where Kerbin's going to fuck this the second it gets close? There, good, we've got a Dooner encounter. 25-minute burn. But maybe I can afford it with this engine. Maybe we're fine, I've got to do it, right? Tell me. Force me. You've just got to do it, Stubbler. It's using too much fuel, it's a problem, but we've just got to do it. No time warping while burning. I mean, I know about the thingy burns now, so I should be alright. So I need to start 12 minutes before the burn. I'm so confused. Right, let's turn to thingy node. Zoom in, and then I'll start the burn. 17 minutes. The efficiency on these nuclear engines, though, is the tits. Right. Saving. Then it's that, and that. And we are burning. Right. It prompts me if I want to update. So I guess, is it just because I've got such an old OBS it's not updating anymore? They've managed to leak every single boss and expansion since Mr. Pandari. Shit. I suppose the name has got to be tainted to continue under. Exactly, Mina, yeah. Which is such a weird thing to say, given how legendary Blizzard used to be. I could probably go for a midstream break during this, right? I'm doing it. Boys and girls, I'm going for a midstream break. Pray with me. I'm going to leave all the crap on screen so you can see it. I shall be back. I apologise for the noise. Let me zoom out a bit. Why would that work? Stubbler, you pillar. I'm going to be right back. This is a big burn. We're still going. Roger that. Sothan, I put you silently in charge of the midstream break, and you actually nailed it there. Well played. I don't think we're there yet. It's the longest burn in Kerbin history. But we're still going. Sothan, well played. I still partly blame the Activision merger. Once Activision ended up getting the majority on the... But I know it made such a difference. What it feels like it did. Because if you... It's obvious if you look at... I mean, everybody's shared this a million times. But if you look at the graph where it goes like vanilla, and then it's just rocketing up through Burning Crusade, it's still pretty much the same trajectory. And then it goes to its peak, doesn't it? And the peak, and the point in which it starts turning down, is exactly when Activision joined. Oh shit. And then we started getting store mounts, and we started getting like fucking Raid Finder, and we started getting all of that stuff. And the drop off was just plain to see. So I think well played. Right, we've switched to our next stage. We're going again. We're still on auto time warp. I've got 4 minutes and 40 seconds ish, but it won't be that long. While we're waiting. Except during the merger, Activision did. No, that's true, Sir, but it's not long after, right? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's in this can? Doesn't help that online interactions have also evolved or devolved in the years since. This is true, yeah. 2008 was a completely different landscape, and now I think the fans of games just eat it. Just make it eat itself now. Gwynblade, look, it's true. Deviator says orange. Taxlat says cream soda. Surthan says cloudy lemonade. Kitten says Pepsi. Mikey says Diet Coke. Jamie says fizzy orange. Mindright says ginger beer. Oh, we're actually getting down to the end of this burn. For what it's worth, Mr. Pandaria was about equal to Wrath of the Lich King in terms of popularity. Was it actually? I liked Mr. Pandaria. I was not one of the people that was nasty on it. I quite liked it. But I was a very solo player and found private servers halfway through. So I guess I never had a chance to get bored of it or see any of the content droughts that people used to refer to a lot. Let me focus Duna, because we're getting a flyby. Look, here it comes. In 27 seconds-ish, I'm going to slow this down completely, and we're going to just trickle it in and see if I can actually capture. Not capture, sorry, but get within there somewhere. Easy Green says Diet Coke is and was wildly popular. I always thought people shit on it. I must have been wrong. It was a good one. I really like the pandas. Like, I thought it was... Because people seem to treat it like the pandas, or the Pandarans, whatever they're called, were stupid and silly. Completely neglecting the fact that the whole IP is kind of goofy in a way, isn't it? Right, this is a bit of a long burn, but hopefully I should... Here we come, here we come. Pretty good. Good. Like that. Bosh. Right, that's one of the worst equatorial orbits. Alcarion says Coke. Easy Green says Diet Coke. Mindret says Ginger Beer. Jamie says Fizzy Orange. Mikey says Diet Coke. Kitten says Pepsi. Deviator says Orange. Tagslack says Cream Soda. Surthan says Cloudy Lemonade. There's precedent. I mean, yeah, barely, but they were there, right? They were an April Fool's joke, but they were there. Chaz says Milk. And that's why we don't let Chaz vote very often. Let me add a maneuver. Then let me go back to Duna. And then the maneuver. If I can click it from here. Beautiful. There was an issue for a while, and I think they patched it out. Where you couldn't click. If you were a long way away, it was borderline impossible to click maneuver nodes. You ended up clicking like the 8 other things that occupied that same part of space. Right, we're bringing the orbit into be a bit more equatorial. That's an overcorrection. Then we're going to suck him in a bit. These nuclear engines will make it so much more precise for this. We're going to bring him up. You can see Tagslack and Mikey, look. There they are. They still exist, Tagslack. We considered bringing you home at the start. Ike, piss off, please. We considered bringing you home at the start of the stream. But then realised that we need something for the lander to bring the Kerbals to, right? Is that about equatorial? It's ugly, but it could work. We can adjust when we get there. Good, that's an 11-second burn in 2 hours. Let me save. Do you know what? This isn't terrible. This nuclear engine, if I'm using it properly, which there is a strong suspicion that I aren't, is actually a fucking lifesaver. Let me warp a little bit closer and then we'll get this right. The answer, boys and girls, for the record, is... Finest. Right, let's spin it round. Am I right for electric charge? I am, I've got solar, but let's get these fuckers out. Where's my other solar panels there? Get them out, lovely. Get them out, lovely, lovely, lovely. You were frozen. I was. I did hold the can for about 10 seconds and stare into the camera like an idiot. I could ditch the fairing, mind you. You're right, it's completely unnecessary weight at this point, right? I was going to grab a nap after eating, but the dog came in and fell asleep, so now I'm going to be up for a few more hours until he wants to get down. What does your dog look like for reference, Sothan? Right, we're coming into this burn now. It's 11 seconds. I'm going to have to be precise with this. There he is, the best emote on Twitch. Right, we're just adjusting halfway to Duna. We're just getting it just perfect. Okay, we're pointing at the maneuver node. Everything is good. I'm not gonna mess about with this burn. Okay, Siddles thinks that's the best emote on Twitch. Let's put them against each other and have a emote off. 7, 6. I want this yellow line to look like this purple line. 2, 1. Here comes the yellow line. You can woof 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 use his tackle. Sothan's dog versus a Scottish sock. Jesus. Right. Duna periapsis of 67. That should be high enough to get an orbit, right? To not hit the atmosphere. I'm confident. Fuck it. This thing has actually made it to Duna. I really like these engines, but there's something wrong with that poodle bullshit. But luckily, these engines mean it doesn't really matter that much. Let me ditch the fairing, like Mindright says, and we'll get our beautiful little lander out. Sothan, your lander is going to another planet. How do you feel? All that. It's just going to be gone. Just going to be orbiting for millennia. Just littering space. The teeny weeny dinghy. Yes, Sothan. So if I was to right click this command pod, it should call it that. Configure naming vessel. Sothan's teeny tiny dingy rocket. We'll mark it as a lander as well. We'll mark this part as, I guess it's all a fucking lander, right? Until it's not. Now, I'm going to hard save. I have just realised I have to land this bastard thing near to the Magnificent 7. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny tiny rocket ship the dinghy. That you flew for the first time today. Right, what am I doing? I'm getting a bit panicked. Let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, it's me with the out-of-date references. I did reference the Crankies today, now that. Okay, we're making our way in. 420 days. That's the sex number. I'm not going to time it. I'm not going to push it. We're just going to wait. I can reload the save if I accidentally slip up here. So if I'm in orbit and not on a collision course with anything, I'm allowed to save. What does a 420 look like? It's when... Thank you, Sothan. Everything would have got me banned. Never mind. 12 out of 10 says kitten. Right, 240 days left. There's Sothan's teeny tiny dingy rocket. I have a recommended channel called I Ate Your Pie and they're playing bingo, which is amazing. It knows you see. 170 days left. I will say, if the Twitch recommended things just so under your follower list, if there's nobody online I want to watch, that Twitch recommended thing, there's 5 channels on it. If I click through all 5 of those, there is usually one that I will stick on. Like, it knows. I don't know how it does it, but it knows what I am in the mood to watch at what times or whatever, and it's working it out. Like, it's... Oh, there we are. Oh, we're coming in. Like, we talk about Twitch not having a very good recommended feature and stuff. And I'm sure as streamers, it kind of feels like that's true. But looking under there seems to be always something that I'm interested in watching. How has this got so far away from Duna, by the way? Can I make it a burn to adjust this? I don't warp there. My 5 games under it is GTA 5, Crash Team Racing, SpongeBob, Bingo, and Counter-Strike. So maybe yours not so much, Siddles. Don't warp there. But mine seems to be always Sea of Thieves streamers. Weirdly, it's mostly YouTubers that I watch play Sea of Thieves. A 1 minute and 40 second burn to get me a little bit closer. It's usually not too bad. It's pretty good, right? It must be if you use it more. So, because I just started using the fuck out of it, and all of a sudden it's become extremely useful. But I guess if you've never used it, it doesn't know, right? I have 5 Sea of Thieves 1 and 1 Dread Hunger. I apologise for your Sea of Thieves recommendations. A lot of Football Manager stuff in it. Yeah, exactly. It must know when you want to watch certain things. The only one you're interested in is SpongeBob. Right, I've got a 2 minute burn just to get myself a little bit closer. But I might as well not just burn retrograde. Let me just test something, because that's an odd burn. If I was to... No, not there. Stubbler, you fucking idiot. Delete the other manoeuvre. There we go. So if I was just to burn retrograde now... That's a long burn. That's another 10 minute burn. It's a good job this fucking engine's efficient. A 13 minute burn to capture. Fucking Stubbler. 124,000 kilometres above the surface of Duna. If I start burning in time, I should be able to pull this off. Just notice a tab underneath it, which is DoomhausGaming viewers also watch. And what's on there, Siddles, for the record? Stubbler, you idiot. Stubbler, you fucking idiot. Right, I'm going to have to reload the quick save. I just tabbed past by mistake. It's a bit doxy, isn't it? What DoomhausGaming viewers also watch. It's just probably full of Amaranth and stuff, thanks to Gwynblade. New World, Back for Blood, Dead by Daylight, Hitman, and... Aren't most people... Oh, for fuck's sake. Can I not, like, manually load the most recent quick save? There. Year 2, day 416. Is that us? Year 22, sorry. No, that's further behind. Did I hard saved, didn't I? Let me load this fucker. I'm trying to get back to my save. Bear with me. Honey, I joined a cult. I just time warped past, but my quick saves are a bit fucked up. Is this when I'm interplanetary? Oh god, I'm gonna have to repeat that. Sorry, boys and girls. I'm gonna have to repeat my my save. I need to save more often. Remind me. This is all because I time warped past Duna by mistake. Let's focus view. Am I still on that trajectory? No, I am. Okay, so we're good. Sorry. I thought I had to do my interplanetary correction, but I don't. Let's warp here. I'm sorry, Gwynblade, I accidentally doxed the fact that you watch a lot of Amaranth. Tell you what I can do. You get Sploosy playing marbles. Is that all you've got? I always imagine yours, Deviate, is just full Kerbal. Would I be wrong to assume that? Alright, let's add a manoeuvre and try and bring this in a little bit. Because that's too far out. It's going to be a fucking minuscule burn, this, though. But probably worth it. Whoo! Okay, don't do it like that. Okay, ignore that maneuver. Let's build a new one. I'm assuming I can do it a lot safer if I get about halfway to where I'm going, right? I can. So where am I going? I'm going there. So if I get to, say, here, then add a maneuver node, then use the very, very fine-tuning things to bring my maneuver in. There we go. That's a 0.1 second burn. Lovely. So I'm not going to fuck that up, am I? Let's bring it out a smidge. 72k? Damn it. I hate Sea of Kerbals, whatever this game's called. I'm panicking. Stop, Stubbler. Careful maneuvers. In the dark. Right, let me remake this maneuver node. Because this is going to cost a significant amount less fuel if I can not fuck it up. So, bring in retrograde. Lot less. Bring in retrograde. Bring in retrograde. 74 kilometers above the surface of Duna. This is where we need to be. Beautiful. Save. Quick saved. Okay. Kitten, have a good cleaning sesh. Don't watch anything with attractive semi-naked people in it. What sort of person do you take me for? How do you know I have enough clothes on under here, Gwynblade? That's going to get me chopped. I know exactly where everybody's going to go with that. Don't do it, bastards. Sea of Kerbals. I almost want to play that game with its little green pirates. Imagine the thrusters on a sloop. I'm really sad that Sea of Thieves is coming to an end next week. So what do I need now? Like 100,000 gold, and then it's straight to attach the Shroudbreaker and see if it's all a myth. It's been some hard-fought fucking chopping as that Kerbal at Sea of Thieves playthrough, but switch back to my own shit. I'm gonna miss it. There'll be a point soon as well where Kerbal finishes, right? 109876. Okay, we're 5 days away from... To get, by the way, to just coast from here to this maneuver node, which is obviously just ahead of us, is going to take 5 days and 1 hour. Sploosy came up right after I went to Siddles' profile. He's peeping you, Siddles. Look at Siddles. Don't do it, Deviator. It's not worth it. He sucks. He plays Kerbal on a fucking console. That's the kind of person he is. And he's also very defensive. Everybody unfollow Siddles. That's probably against terms of service if you was to do that seriously, right? I bet there's a terms of service thing where you're not allowed to encourage people to not. Do you know what I mean? Reported. Siddles reported for begging for subs. It's probably against terms of service, right? Because that's a bad thing to do. Like if somebody was to suggest all coming to go to the Doomhaus and unfollow, that's got to be against terms of service. Right, I'm creeping in to make my adjustment burn. Big flowers, though. They're the opposite. They're all balls deep. They're even making robots do it, Nina. Think about that. Right, sorry, I wasted a bit of time there, ladies and gents, but we're coming in now to fix it, so bear with me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowing down time warp. I'm going to be burning in 30 seconds. Quick saving. I need to get this burn spot on. Because it's a 0.1 second burn on full thrust. So I'm going to refocus Duna. I'm going to slowly burn in and then we're going to start the spicy stuff. 13, 12, 11, 10. I'm going to burn 0.05 seconds. 3, 2, 1. I'm not pointing at the maneuver node. What a professional. Fuck me, just the RCS is causing enough problems. You know what, let's fucking freeball this bollocks to it. Can the RCS not be the most influential thing in the world, for crying out loud? Mina, welcome back. Yes, we're going to Duna right now, but I've had some issues, as I'm sure you just saw. Okay, let's bring it in. Just calm down, we'll just freewheel it, because apparently maneuver nodes are the devil. Fucking hell. Fuck maneuver node. Bollocks, go away maneuver node, I don't need you anymore. I've got a free ball. Ginger beer. Mina, it was 7-Up. Also, for those that missed it earlier, happy birthday to Mina. Which means that tomorrow, officially, the Doomhaus snaps into Halloween mode. $45. So if I then turn to prograde, and we'll just push this out a teeny tiny bit, because that's a bit close to the surface.
Happy birthday, Minor Turtle.
I hope that was autocorrect. Ah! Siddles, thank you for the bits. Unless Stubbler's bullshitting, in which case, fuck off, Stubbler. It's actually true, this one. We always said that Mina's birthday was the last thing before the Doomhaus switches into Halloween mode. Now, the playthrough won't start immediately. But once Mina's birthday is over, we will start. Timer. And then we'll all just change our names to something stupid, make Halloween versions of our avatars, and then play Resident Evil. It's as exciting as that. I know you won't be around, but I'm going to have Hazel on today anyway. Hazel? That's nuts. Right, saving again. And hopefully, I can actually live happily ever after, because fuck this. Again, look, it immediately switches it out to be further away. Whatever I do. I'm fuming. Cellist isn't golfing tonight. Shit. What the hell? I don't think I'm definitely not golfing either. A golf without cellist, imagine. Somebody could get some easy woods. Hey, let's farm orange points. But now I've just lost the... Oh, it's there, it's good. So what am I waiting for here? I guess we're just waiting for the time warp to catch us up, right? I don't understand. I'm still heading to Duna. Let's just do it. Let's just wait for it. Hazel is a bitch who calls me Minor Turtle. It's a real person. The second time I've missed golf since I started. No cellist in golf. What the hell? It's definitely that court case. Oh, it's your TTS bot, I see. I thought it was somebody you were playing with. When you say things like that, like farm orange points, I end up hosting for 10 greens. Would you be available to host today, Texler? Would that be okay? There we go, that's the kind of burn I was looking for. Good. Right, let's turn to fucking the maneuver node and get on with it. I would imagine so. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, like the break I took from golf sort of turned Friday into another thing outside of Doomhaus. I don't mean on the internet, I mean with Mrs. Let Me In Please, thank you.
Tagslack will be hosting golf.
Right, I have a 16-second burn. Leave me alone. That sounds like a fucking injury, doesn't it? Good old Stubbler and his 15-second burn. Soggy biscuit with the lads on a Friday night. It is. It is. It's the only way I eat, Siddles. I once tried to figure out a human scale example for the difficulty of hitting Mars. I came up with punching an elevator button with an air rifle at 200 kilometres. Punching an elevator button with an air rifle at 200 kilometres is a human scale example for the difficulty of hitting Mars. That's exactly what it feels like right now. Quibbler, thank you for the bits. Siddles, thank you for the bits. Right, we're coming in. I need to start burning at 8 seconds, and then we're going to hopefully sneak in a little bit closer and potentially in today's stream land by the bastards. I could still fuck this up. You've moved on from drinking your food through a straw. I don't suck that much. Is that any good? Press 1 if that was any good. Press 2 if it was as bad as it felt like it was. 75,000 kilometres. That's 75,000 kilometres, Stubbler. Brilliant. Of course it is, Stubbler. Right, I've quick saved up in orbit. I'm going to warp in, turn around, and we're going to capture. He'll only eat the finest of pastas. Or pastes. I am one of them people, by the way. Apart from on a Friday evening when I eat a P word the size of my torso. I would just get rid of food altogether if possible and just suck it through. If there was a Soylent Green... Oh, God, I've done it again. I've just made an oopsie. A fuel-consuming oopsie. Fuel consumption oopsie, I should say. Shit, why did I do that? Fuck it, let's capture. Question, if you had two heads, could one of your heads feel sober and the other drunk, or both the same? Both the same, Siddles. Unless they've got different stomachs and blood and circulatory systems. Considering alcohol in the blood causes you to be intoxicated, probably just one head, Siddles. What? What do you mean we're missing out on so much, Gwynblade? I should have started this burn. Yeah, I can't do this. I fucked it. Let me reload. The last quick save was on the way in, right? So I just got to time this right. Bear with me. I can't just freeball this. As much fuel as this thing has, or as efficient as this is. It was an erectile dysfunction joke. It's always funny when you got to explain it. Play to your audience. Can I target Duna, please, game? Duna, where you at? A bad joke is not a joke that the audience didn't get, it's a joke that isn't tailored to the audience. How about that? Same as intelligence, right? It's about how it's applied, not about what it is. Otherwise, you've just got knowledge. Let me... Fuck! There, okay. So that is 74-74. That would take 12 minutes to pull off. But speaking of playing to your audience, Cards Against Humanity, just tonight only. Yeah, Mazak's right. And there's a new Jackbox as well. I take that personally. Tonight only. Were you not in the Discord group, Stubbs? Mina made. But were you not in the Discord group, Stubbs made Mina? Excuse me. I mean the boys group. Hashtag lads. Where we talk about willies. Well, you've got to bully me like this, Mazak. I thought we were the best of enemies. Stop cohorting with the greens. Maneuver.
Plan your next game night. Jackbox Games is back with 5 hilarious new party games including Drawful Animate, Job Job, The Pole Mine, Weapons Drawn, and The Wheel of Enormous Proportions.
Job Job? What kind of game is Job Job? Other than the best named game in Jackbox history. Right, extremely efficient, terribly inefficient burns going in. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And then we got time warp up. And then we just wait. Koala, welcome to the stream. I found the singular best trick to lose social anxiety. I've got to say, is it Dutch courage? Is that offensive to the Dutch?
Proportions enormous of wieldy and drawn weapons, mine pole the job job, animate drawful including games party new hilarious 5 with Backy's games Jackbox. Night game next your plan.
Thank you, Mazak. Wear a large fake cut across your face and realise absolutely nobody cares. That's a good way of doing it, Koala. You went to a prosthetics class? What? It's true though, right? Or they were just good at hiding it, but that's probably not good. You just got to prove that nobody cares, right? Mazak, thank you for the bits, by the way. Hiddles, thank you for the bits. Or actually, Mazak, thank you for the stib. It looks horrific and real and only one person asked. I wonder how many people looked at you on the bus. Or wherever. I wonder how much effort it would be to put in every letter in each word in alphabetical order. I wonder how much effort it would be to put every letter in each word in alphabetical order. You realise he's going to do it. And I greatly confused some dude in a van. How to regain social anxiety, or they hid it well. Listen, I'm not a therapist. I got this outfit off eBay. Or somebody runs up and tries to pour salt in it, that's very true. And very possible. Could I save fuel by air braking, or would that be too... Oh, fuck off, Ike. That planet does nothing but cause... moon does nothing but cause issues. Whenever I'm doing anything around Duna. Ike, piss off. With all due respect, with all Duna respect. Thank you. I could get a tiny gravity assist and maybe a little bit of air braking. But I don't like my chances, so let's just bring it in. Just run fucking 4 times time warp and I've got a cunt load of fuel left. Taking a couple. You're actually going to do it, Sotha. Tell you what I can do now. Now is burn at periapsis because it's apparently significantly better and more efficient to do so. This doesn't feel like a return mission to me. But Tagslack and fucking Mikey have enough fuel in orbit. Do you know what? I don't really need a circular orbit, do I? Just being in orbit is good enough. What I actually need to do is the very difficult task of managing to land them here. So what does it look like? Because I need to land there on top of the Cheese Catcher 10. I'm pretty much over it as we speak. But we have the car if we need it. I'm gonna need I'm going to need the cheese catcher over my periapsis, aren't I? Ah! Like it is now. Now, if I'm at apoapsis and I want to bend my... No, it's not that, is it? Or is it? No, it'd have to be here, wouldn't it? Would it?
5. Night, animate, drawn, job, mine and backdraw full enormous games hilarious including his jackbox job new next of party plan pole proportions the weapons wheel with your...
What is this one? First, all the words in alphabetical order. Sothan. Proper bot, absolutely. Sothan. Sothan, thank you for the bits. He's working it out, ladies and gentlemen. I do actually need... I need an orbit similar to this fucking orbit, don't I? Everything's such long burns with this ship, it's ludicrous. Okay. Which way am I travelling at this we speak? So I'm going to be coming back down to here. Let's warp here. I mean and back were out of order, so then I think you've made a mistake.
Okay, so town. In alphabetical order. Enux temnosufo ilwht adn ruin opswam your phtbjob im tad flurug jilnu mzaptnw hilorsu 5 hit way bck zemzap coxkin ntx or lmp, and it's still backwards.
There's a reason that is all in capitals, because whatever Mazak used to do that spat it back out in capitals and he couldn't be asked to do it, whereas Sothan was doing it manually. How about that for an accusation? I just held shift. Right, bear with me. One second. I'm sorry if I'm missing chat, I'll fix it. I'm just, I'm panicking right now. Sorry. You're going to love dictionaries. Can you spoiler images on mobile? Yeah, I think on Discord. Or I can DM it to someone and I can save it on my PC and spoiler it from there. I suppose... I love games. It's hilarious. I suppose, Koala, the fact it's on the side of your face helps people not noticing. People don't tend to look at faces, do they? Strangers, I mean. Because of their own fucking social anxiety, no doubt, right? So I've got the right... Can I maybe land this now on top of... where the cheese catcher is? If I was to point at anti-normal now, which I am already pointed at... No, I'm not pointing at normal. You've got half of a bright red face, I see. Oh, I see. Fucking hell. That's actually super realistic. I guess because it looks like it's got... It's in Discord, by the way. I guess because it looks like it's got stitches on it and stuff. People just assumed it's being worked on and then... I don't know. I did the reordering of the words manually, but I was doing the realphabetizing of the letters manually. I fully did look for one to do it for me, but they kept doing it like Sothans in the exact same format. Look at these two accusing each other now. I think I've opened the lion's mouth, or whatever they're saying, isn't. Right, I'm sorry everybody if this is getting a bit stunted, but I'm struggling to work out how I can land in this basin. I just need to land somewhere near the cheese catcher, then we can use the rest of the shit to bring us back in. The dude's a professional. We were all pretty shocked when we saw what he does. How come we ended up at a prosthetics class? Right, so that's going to bring it down above the cheese catcher, but I am actually running low on fuel, so I should stop fucking about too much. Okay. Now, I guess the sad fact is... I accuse Sothan 100%. Sothan. I've got Mazak accusing you then, Sothan. How about that? Right, let me set Duna as the target so it's not wobbling all over the place. I need to unset this thing as the target as well. And then I need to set this as the target. Not Duna the fucking planet. That thing. Okay, let's unset that as the target. I need to wait again until... Stubbler, you idiot. Until this is under that line. Here it comes. Here it comes. One more pass, maybe. Now, this is the shot. This is it. Right, save game. Now, it is time to try and land this fucking thing. I'm saving over my last save. And then I'm going to drop this. I'm going to add a maneuver up here. We are going to shrink it in. To hopefully start the deceleration. Wait, what? How is this the thing? I guess I need to do it around here somewhere, right? There, look. So what's that? 19,000. This is going to be difficult to try and do. It's a drop bear. I feel like I just fell into the bait. Drop bear balls on your face or something. Koala is the type. There was an old April Fool's or something a while back, in like the 70s or something, where people made koalas out to be extremely dangerous and called them drop bears. There was a big scare. A variety of koala that's aggressive and drops out. Fuck, have I just completely pulled the rug on it? Koala, my mistake. Fuck, sorry, koala. Bear with me. It's her Halloween name. This is the Doomhaus after all, this is fair. Right, bear with me. I just want to land anywhere in here and then I can possibly off stream again do the drive. But this is just, I'm going to recircularize the orbiter thing. I'm just doing this purely to sort the lander out. I feel like you should offer Stubbler a gash across the face for that koala. What do you mean offer? I decline. Right, now, we need to work out who goes in the lander. Satan, Easy Green, or Mazak. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. This is for Satan, Easy Green, and actually, it has to be a specific person, doesn't it? I think it has to be an engineer. It has to be Easy Green that does this. Never mind, never mind. Easy Green, it is time, sir. Sorry, I forgot it has to be an engineer. Easy Green is going to plant himself in the lander. Sothan's lander of all landers. Easy Green is on board. Next, it is time to eject Easy Green. Easy Green, you are away. Let me just turn normal. I guess I could do this with RCS boosters, right? Just boost away. Lovely. I should always do it with RCS, shouldn't I? Don't know why I don't. And then I'm going to switch back to this. We're going to turn it to... I guess radial out would probably be the place to burn for this, right? Sorry, it had to be an engineer. I apologise. That got a bit confusing there. Then if I burn radial out, it should raise this. And we want it to say X amount of thousand, probably 70. Okay. Satan and Mazak, you are now safely orbiting Duna, and Easy Green is on the descent. I just realised he's not a pilot. He doesn't need to be, fuck it. Right. Easy Green.
It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny rocket ship, its name was Dingy.
That you flew for the first time today. I got your back, sir, then. Right, we're using a fair bit of electric charge, but we should be okay. Now comes the sweaty part. I do not want that manoeuvre. Sothan, I very much hope this works. But there is a chance it may not, but I hope it does. Pray with me, Sothan. Easy Green. We are trusting you with everything right now. Let me save the game with Easy Green on a collision course. There is no more reloading saves. Everybody, pray. I really, really need Easy Green to land somewhere near the cheese catcher. Let me walk to around here, and let's just pray. So I'm going to turn time warp off. We're going to do this as slow as we need to. Can we do a prediction? Will Easy Green get stuck or die? What do you mean? Where's the successful option? I just hope this has got enough shoots. I put some shoots on it, but not many, so we might have to do a suicide burn. Have I got time warp enabled? Why is the... Oh, because I've not activated the fucking engine. The engine is activated. Let me go back to that. No, not that. Not docking mode. Okay, we have the engine fully functional. It's almost like you have 7 people stuck already. Okay, we are coming into land. Hope, pray. Please don't let me lose another mission. We are now, I think, entering the atmosphere. I just don't want any of this to burn off. Because I'm doing this without a heat shield for some fucking reason. 7 flagpole stream. I just lagged the game by getting everybody that's currently stuck on Duna to plant a flag. Right, we're coming in. This might serve as an air brake, and if it does, we'll use a tiny bit of our fuel. This might not have the fuel to get... Because I've never taken off from the surface of Duna, don't forget, so there's a lot of firsts right here. Right, starting the burn now. It's using some fuel, but it doesn't need to use much. Okay. That's so beautiful. The best and the most beautiful part of it is the... You tried to pray, but the only thing close was my dog, and he pulled a gun on me. Use tackle. We are coming in now, ladies and gentlemen. We're pointing at retrograde. We have electric charge for days. Our entry is a little bit off course. Can I maybe fix that? Nope, it's just wasting fuel. How did I up in the land? We need an engineer to repack the chutes in case it doesn't work, Easy Green. Alright, let's turn back to retrograde. Let's try and sort this out. Am I getting any entry heating yet. I am, but we're getting into the thicker parts of the atmosphere very shortly. I just need to land here somewhere and upright, Stubbler. Upright. Easy green, best of luck. We don't need a pilot or a scientist. A green on an orange planet, I don't like the odds. I'm getting impatient, can you tell? We're about to get entry heating, I think. But hopefully not enough to shed anything. There we go, there it is. You see it? Right, slow, slow, slow. Sothan? I mean, easy green, goddammit, because this is the ship named after Sothan, it's confusing me. Burn into retrograde now. The chutes are available to be popped, so I'm going to no longer do the suicide burn and conserve fuel for the takeoff, if there ever fucking is one. And I just need... If this thing falls over when it lands, up, right, down, wrong, if you only had that rule sooner, I might not have an ancestor's ashes scattered on Minmus. We've done that a few times. Now, everybody said, make the land a short Stubbler. Make the land a fucking squat Stubbler. Make the land a wide Stubbler. I have done all of the above. Leave me alone. Popping chutes in 3, 2, 1... They should technically be popped. Probably should do a bit more suicide burning. Don't use over much fuel though, of course. About to pop those virgin chutes. They are deployed. Yep, they're all deployed. So when it gets time, it should, hopefully, the chutes will pop. I want to be landing at fucking 1 meters per second.
Make the land a hop Stubbler.
That's the plan, Santa, actually. No, it isn't, because I've got the vehicle, haven't we? We're going to drive. Because I have a car on the lander that can just shuttle the first 3 into this thing. 2. 1 person needs to... No, I've just thought. I might have to hop with this, actually. The terrain underneath should be as flat as possible, but there's nothing that flat on Minmus. Santa, thank you for the bits. Pray, boys and girls. This is still really fast. It's really fast. Let's take some fucking vertical speed off. Okay, the chutes are now slowing us all the way down. Lovely. Lovely, that's actually brilliant. Now is the point where we just pray that this fucking thing lands upright. This will be the first thing I have ever landed upright on Duna. I'm so fucking... Apart from the rover, of course, 2 weeks ago. Okay, it looks pretty flat. Reducing vertical speed. Three. How can it fall over now? How can it fall over now? Ah, I've done it. I've done it. I've actually landed something on Duna. Holy fucking shit. I've done it. It's upright. I guess there's a first time for everything, he says. Why start now? Waits for the topple. Oh. Yes, right. Thank fucking Christ. Easy green before we do anything. Let's extend the ladder and let's get him out and let's get all these chutes repacked and let's get everything fixed and sorted. Alright. Repack the chutes. Perks of bringing an engineer. This is why I needed an engineer, because if anything goes wrong, I can replicate what just happened and come back down safely. This is the answer to all our issues. It was all about gentle. How appropriate that I'm the hero of the game that brought me to the Doomhaus. Well played, Easy Green. Good. Okay, with Easy Green back on board. Look at Ike. The fucking texture's clipping, is it? Let's pretend we can't see that and just appreciate the lovely view of Ike in the distance. Also, let me just... It is done. Finally. Fucking finally. Have I saved? I don't know if I have, so I'm going to do it again. Doomhaus. Lovely. Easy Green, well played. GG. Right, next job. Here's an interesting thing. If you hear your voice say the word eggnog, bear with me, I'm going to call out now. I want to know who of these people are in the stream. The fuck is that? What the hell is cheese catcher debris? Why am I back at Kerbal? What have I pressed? If you hear your voice. Everybody point it out. Look at everybody so desperate. Did Stubbler make an oopsie? Did you notice it? Pretty good. So thanks, Siddles, Trim. Stop bullying. If you hear your name. I meant if you hear your name. I was going to read them all out, so. Right, where is the cheese catcher 10? Landed at Duna. Right, let's go over here. On board this is the Magnificent Seven. And the Magnificent Seven's names are... Call out if you can hear your name. I should have said that, right? I should have made an intentional mistake. And then I'd have seen exactly who's in the channel, right? Eggnog, I can hear me just fine. Right. This is the Magnificent Seven. Call out if you are on this list and you are in the stream. Please let me know. We have Alkirion, Mindrite, Mina, Koala, Santa, Chaz, and Scotty. Who of those people are here? Mindrite is present. Also, Easy Green deserves a successful mission point. As does. So there's only Mindrite here out of those people. Got it. Mindrite, you're going first. Congratulations. I was going to roll, but if you're the only person that's here. Oh, Alkarion's here as well. So Alkarion and Mindrite, one of you has to drive and the other has to get on board. Because you're going to have to we're going to have to ferry two... No, because I can ferry two people, can't we? Alright, this is an interesting thing. So Mindrite and Alkarion, you're the two that are getting rescued. Let me just give Easy Green his successful mission point. Easy Green, well played. That's up to 4. I had like 500. No, that was on the big ones tag site, but I've had to make a smaller one just so I can get it there. I'll drive 2 and over and back. I'll drive 2 over and back for a mission point. But the others aren't here. Chaz, Santa, Koala, Mina, Chaz, Santa, Koala, Mina, and Scotty. Are any of you here? Koala's here, right. So, Mindrite, for a successful mission point, if you can drive Koala and Alkarion over to the lander without destroying the vehicle and back, you get a successful mission point. Deal? Deal. Got it. Koala, Alkarion, you're going on a very dangerous mission. Multiple, in fact. I had to get my takeaway. The dude didn't notice anything. Just testing the entire public. Right, so, hang on a minute. I need to get Mindrite out, don't we? Because he's driving. Mindrite, you get a successful mission point if nobody dies and the vehicle is still drivable. Deal? Deal. Mindrite is finally getting out of the... one of the Magnificent Seven is finally being ejected. And is put in position. I'll put you in the middle somewhere, because I always feel like there's a safer seat. You'll get another takeaway later. It's the way to test. Alkirion, it is your turn to get on board. Alkirion, well good. Hello. There's going to be a bit more room on the cheese catcher 10 for everybody else. Fucking koalas, this. Santa, you've just missed out on potentially getting rescued. Tiny Green, welcome to the stream as well. And then we want Koala to be evacuated, ejected. Santa didn't read the caption on the photo. I thought you meant because he'd taken your spot. Injured leg in a swamp, broken toe because you had your foot run over by a mobility scooter. Do I want to ask how you did that? Santa fell for the trap. And Koala, you're the only green on board this ship of full oranges on board this car. Right, this is going to take a fucking age, for the record. I did a 4-hour drive with this, so I'm going to have to take it very slowly, because if this thing crashes, we're in serious trouble. Mindright, are you prepared to make the drive? Let me put the lights on, of course, because it would be foolish to do this in the dark. I will extend the solar panel. And we shall begin. Brakes off. And we go. I have to do this very slowly, by the way. Because if this thing tips over, then the whole thing's fucked. Last time I did it about 15 meters per second, because it was the only way to make sure this is safe. So this is going to take a while. But we're driving over to the lander now. Mindright gets a successful mission point, and he is ready. I need to concentrate. I did not. I saw it was you and saw the photo and going by your previous escapades. He put 2 and 2 together. The answer is wax, cream makeup, and fake blood. Right, we've done 400 metres, and we've not crashed. Mindright, well played. I did this for 2 hours. 2 times time warp, but I dare do it on 2 times time warp, because people will fucking clip it. I know what you people are like. You had 47 different kinds of fake blood. Do you worry about a person like that, or you're going on a road trip? I like Koala's view thing, by the way, in the bottom right. Look, Koala. I feel like it shows your best side. I don't know why that is that. I think it's clipped. Her head's clipped into the head of somebody else, so that's the vision of her visor. You can see Alkirion and Koala's things are a bit clipped. Now you worry about the one with 47 different kinds of real blood. That's fair. Old blood, new blood, different parts of the body. Old blood, new blood. Wolfenstein, different parts of the body. Old blood and new blood are the 2 Wolfenstein game titles for the record. In case that sounded weird. Mindright, what you blasted on the stereo for this road trip? I hope I've got enough fuel to get into orbit, by the way. Because all I need to do is just get into orbit. Because that's the thing we haven't tested yet, don't forget. I could go faster, I could put time warp on, but if I flip this thing over and ruin it, then it's going to be a long, long job to get one back there. I have at least one of those blood types on my headphones. You sat wearing headphones covered in fake blood. Respect. You know what I love? A good old finger. What, the emote? Doxing Bybee. Magic carpet ride on the way there. Space Oddity and I'm on the way back. I might listen to Magic Carpet Ride. It's been a while. Who sung the original? Was it the... No, who sung the original?
You're going to Glasgow. You're all set. Your accommodation is booked and everyone's expecting you.
It was a band that sung a more important song. That had a one... Was it One Hit Wonder? Steppenwolf, that's the one. You see where I was going with? It was a band that had a One Hit Wonder, and they also wrote that song, which is a foolish thing to say, I appreciate. You're going to Glasgow, you're all set, your accommodation is booked, and everyone's expecting you. Siddles, when are you actually going? Why am I going 0 meters per second? Surface, please, thank you. Love me a finger on the rim, a Cadbury's finger in my tea, you know. Sorry, here's me thinking it might have been something perverted. No nitro boost on this. Doona Buggy is actually a brilliant name for it. Fuck. £10 a month, I'll carry on. It's not worth it. Does anybody dare time warp up a little bit? Oh, I should not be doing this. Right, slow it down, slow it down. There's no point in time warping. We need to play it safe. We need to play it... Do you know what I mean? If I have to stop halfway between, I'll finish it off stream. How about that? Like January, but why is everybody expecting me? Everyone's expecting... That's a bit creepy, isn't it? If anyone wants to sing along. Steppenwolf. There was a really, really good Fatboy Slim remix of it, I think. It was Fatboy Slim. I think Swifty and I used to listen to the remix of it a whole bunch. Careful with the time warp, you might end up destroying the Doom buggy on this flat surface. To be fair, it's not flat enough for Kerbal Space Program. I think we just relax, right? I'll just press W every now and again to speed it up a little bit. It's as flat as the world. Wake up, sheeple. We've gone a third of the way. Why be safe now? All of a sudden, fucking floor it says I'll carry on. He says that with his own life on the line, by the way. He's a brave one. There's Mindrite driving 2 juniors. Saying that, the juniors are older than Mindrite the 4th, aren't they? That's how the whole time thing works. Stubbler, well played. Stop time warping. Stop time. No, stop. Everybody shut up.
Exclamation mark boom.
I was like, no. Our lander is in position. The Kerbals are going a little bit fast. Let me take off a bit of that speed. We are 8.7 kilometres away from our target. Nah, I'll just stop Siddles when it's time. So this is a 14-kilometre journey. I actually drove a 125-kilometre journey to get everybody collected on the cheese catcher. Imagine, you went into like a random landmine on Mars. That would be our fucking luck, let's be honest. This thing is prone to blowing up, as most things are, but I've got a reaction wheel on, so maybe I can spin her over if need be, but I doubt it. It has got a bit of body roll, look. See it going left to right? I don't think it's got enough. You're not boosted. Nobody's boosting, nobody's booming. Everybody put your fucking hands back in your pockets. Sit still. Look at these nerds here. Full confidence is what we're seeing. I should get my hands on the wheel. Definitely get my hand on that fucking... there we go. There we go, 7.5 kilometres to go. Exclamation mark, sit. Isn't most things prone to blowing up? Technically. I mean, Trim, this is true as well. Trim, can you confirm, or anybody else that was watching the very early parts of the stream, Trim, on a version of this buggy, but significantly more stable, on Kerbin, just practicing something outside the Space Centre, the second he went forward, he popped his parachute and flipped the fucking thing. And it landed on his head, and he survived. I don't think we'll be so lucky this time.
Let's do the time warp again.
Fuck, that read out quite well. Bollocks. Okay, boom. Grammar needs nerds out there can sort me out. Come on, grammar nerds. Are you a nerd if you're nerdy enough to admit it? Where's Sothan when you need him? Sothan, you've been called upon. Is or are? It's are. No, it's aren't. Aren't most things prone to blowing up? Question mark.
Again, warp time the do let's.
Here we go again. Thank you for 50 bits. Sorry, Sothan, I was only fucking around. Right, 5.8 kilometres to go in 4 minutes. If I'm like 1 kilometre away, I'm just going to extend the stream a tiny little bit. Cat's actually earlier. Cat's told us. He's found out that, so for reference, it's 4:51 PM in the UK. Stream Racers does their maintenance every Friday at 5 PM UK time. Just on a Friday. Fuck this place. I was questioning your statement of it's prone to blowing up, as most things are. Is that what did I say? I can't, honestly, my short-term memory. Over there yet? How about now? Now, you're 4.8 kilometres away. Mind right, this mission will have to be in 2 parts, of course. Even if I get there, it's going to have to be in 2 parts. You're going to have to remind me that once you drive back to the cheese catcher, then it'll be a successful mission point. 4.5 kilometres and 3 minutes to go. We can do this. Give me a number between 1 and 10. He's going to go out. Of course, he went ironic. Almost as good as the 16-minute burn to kill. It's nowhere near efficient, is it, this game? It's this mission. I still don't know why the Poodle engine all of a sudden got shit. With less mass. Stop time warping! Fucking hell, that just really bugged my chat.
Keikos Rushaporji Saw-Opji, 1892 to 1988, was an English composer, music critic, pianist and writer whose music, written over a period of 70 years, ranges from sets of miniatures to works lasting several hours. One of the most prolific 20th century composers, he is best known for his piano pieces, notably nocturnes such as Gulistan, and large-scale, technically intricate works like Sequentia Cyclica.
Why did it say piano? Siddles, thank you for the bits. I'm assuming that is a random article from Wikipedia that Mazak picked. Piano.
The Golistan, or Gulistan, is a landmark of Persian literature, perhaps its single most influential work of prose. Written in 1258 CE, it is one of 2 major works of the Persian poet Sa'di, considered one of the greatest medieval Persian poets.
Piano and prose. Siri can't pronounce words beginning with P today, it seems. Written in 1258 CE. What is CE? Is it a secular BC, maybe? No, it can't be, can it? Can he pronounce this?
Penis.
Evidently not. What's CE?
Psychopharmacology.
Alright, he's quite good at P words. Why have I said P word? I've been tricked. Sills, thank you for the bits. Sothan, thank you for the bits. Trim, thank you for the bits. Mazak. Do you know what? If you're just joining, all I have to do is get the 1.6 kilometres to this thing and then we're good.
Pizza.
Common Era, or Christian Era, replacing AD. So it is. Huh, so it is a secular AD.
Hikorsu Hijpsuabajas 1289, 1889 Aswini Gilns, Samoops Simsuk Shirtem Stadner Tweehos Simsuain Tweovadea Pfoinst Fiesi Eens Fmorest Foames Tuakas Sajilnstils Forsuino Fo Etmost Kvila Pro 2 HD Senchi Samoops A is best now for his Anopsi Ipsable Nitisenos Tuchsu as Agilns to add Naglara cells Axilantia Kenkase Clients to Axili.
Tongan, such a beautiful language. Usually don't like doing the cheers for 1 bit, but I wasn't wasting my last 5 on 1 word. Don't worry, sir, then. It's set at 1 bit for a reason. It's there to be played with. Right, Marbles is coming up in a very split second. We are approaching, ladies and gentlemen. Mindright has successfully done half of the mission. So he's not getting his point yet. But let me start reducing speed, and what we're going to do is Mindright's going to sit out here on his own as Koala, Alkirion, and Easy Green while away the next week, sat on board our new lander. How about that? Right, bear with me, and then it's time for marbles and stream races, and we can get out of here. Lovely. Look at this. Wow, beautiful. Another long week of Ludo, says Koala. Right, let's have the lights off. Mind right, thank you very much. I'm going to retract these because I worry about Kerbal's knocking them to shreds. Koala? How do you do this again? I have to eject it manually, I think. Or is it leave seat? There we go, leave seat. Udis. It's Alcarion's going to be boarding first. Easy Green, have you got the place ready for them? Alcarion with the stunts. Oh! Of everything I've seen in this game so far and everything we've done, that's maybe the most impressive out of all of them. Did you see that? Right, onto the ladder. That was awesome, right? I'm with you. Right, where's... let me just switch to this. Let me just do a bit of sorting, boys and girls. Easy Green. Don't knock him off the ladder, please. Good. Easy Green's cleaned up and made some tea, he says. Alcarion, it's time to get in. Finally, your rescue has arrived. And we're going to transfer Alcarion to the belly of the beast. Then we're going to switch back to this. Mind right. You're going to stay in the seat. It's very honourable of you. Koala is going to leave the seat and get flung across the surface of Duna for some reason. Roger that. Koala, it's your turn to get on board. 3 engineers. What? It is 3 engineers, isn't it? Time to get on board. Koala, would you like to get in, or? Koala is in. Transfer to the belly of the beast. And then we switch back to Easy Green, who's let his friends in, and he can now join them on board the new lander. Or he would do if I could work out how jetpacks work. And Easy Green is on board. So when this starts tomorrow, not tomorrow, next Friday, what we're going to do is we're going to have Mind Right drive back to the cheese catcher, and then we are going to test the lander. We're going to test whether it can actually take off and fly back, and I am nervous about it. Koala, after that catastrophic crash, you may be about to be rescued. And same... Actually, no, Alcarion, you didn't crash land, did you? You actually landed perfectly in the car and drove it over. Alcarion was the previous hero, but Mind Right, your mission is half complete, and we are going to have to wait until next week to complete it and give you your successful mission point. Congratulations, everybody that didn't die today, which is everybody. But everybody that got successful mission points and everybody that did the work, well played. That was actually a successful one. After that shit show last week, I was nervous about today. But it turns out this new lander, Sothan, of yours is delightful. Right, I'm going to get out of here. And no, I'm not going to get out of here. I'm going to close Kerbal because we've got something more important than Kerbal to do. It is time to do the final wrap-up points of the week, which is a single run of marbles to determine who is person of the century of the day, and 3 races in stream races to determine which team wins that. How about that? Right, the current scores are green 224 to orange 139. The oranges are struggling, but hopefully we get to 150 before the greens get to 250, which means we need an orange win today. Does mean a win person of the century of the day on her birthday. Does Sothan get a ship named after him and a person of the century of the day title? It all comes down to this. Right, greens and oranges, you must simply say the password. The password is Lander. Uh, 15. Then we're doing 3 rounds of stream races after to determine who gets the team point. Mazak we have for the greens. We've got Sothan for the greens. Koala for the greens. Trim for the greens. Mikey B for the greens. Tag Slack for the oranges. Cellist for the greens. Siddles for the oranges. Tiny green for the greens. Easy green for the greens. Deviator for the greens. This is a lot of fucking greens. We've also got Mindrite for the oranges. Alkarion for the oranges. Jamie for the greens. Santa for the greens. And Gwynblade as number 16 for the greens. What the fuck have I just pressed? 16 marbles enter the race. We have Mazak, Sothan, Koala, Trim, Mikey, Tagslap, Chalice, Siddles, Tiny Green, Easy Green, Deviator, Mindrite, Alkarion, Jamie, Santa, and Gwynblade. First person to pick a number between 1 and 10 picks the level. Go. Maybe if the oranges weren't such a rotten bunch of scumbags, you'd have an easier time recruiting. Top on my screen is Sothan with 1. I press the random button once, it gets us to Shattered Dreams, and the 16 marbles engaged in today's bullshit go in 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Does Mikey B stretch out his lead? Does Eric can't catch up. He's unavailable to marble today. PJ is the record holder on this level, and we go in 3, 2, 1. Best of luck. Does Trim maybe get a point? Who was it? There's a third that's catching up, right? It's not Eric, it's somebody else. I think Lundios is actually perilously close. Mikey B 18, Eric 16, Cats 15, Trim 14, and Lundios 13. Or does somebody that hasn't got a point yet this year, Jamie, Deviator, get themselves a Kerbal? Not a Kerbal. I was going to say gets himself into worms and stuff, but all of them, those kind of things are finished for this year, right? It's Halloween next instead. Trim and Siddles are doing as they always do and cuddling at the front and trying to take some advantage. Although Siddles has dropped behind, Trim is in the lead for the greens. Cellist in second place for the oranges. Who else is in this front pack? Mazak is back there as well, still looking for his first point as far as I believe. Siddles has taken the big chop for the oranges and fallen. Gwynblade on the left side is trying to get some advantage over Trim. Trim enters the spinner and absolutely nails it. Can Gwynblade get shot through and potentially get the overtake on Trim, who is going through the pegs as we speak? Can Trim make it? Mindrite for the oranges needs to get the overtake on Trim. Otherwise we're going to have another Trim person of the century of the day. Does Trim finally catch up to the front pack after quite a block? Mindrite for the oranges. This is the way. I want death, says Trim. Trim takes a big chop. Can Mindrite secure the points for the oranges? Because Sothan and Mikey B are right there. Mindrite, after Trim was in the lead for so long, Mindrite for the oranges takes the oranges' first point of the day. And watch this in stream races. We are going to turn around an unbelievable lead to take it. Mindrite, well played. First person of the century of the day goes to you. The crown is already on your head. And now, everybody, we have to pray that stream races works. Mikey B gets the second. Deviator gets on the podium for the greens. Koala fourth for the greens. Alkarion fifth for the oranges. Mazak sixth for the greens. And Jamie, out of sheer disgust for Trim's performance, throws himself off the course and loses everything. Mindrite went victory or DNF. He didn't DNF, so he won. He also gets the world record and beats PJ's 141 with a 135. Mindrite, well played. Sothan's rage quit. Right, everybody, if you'd like to join in for stream races, you can also compete for your team. Shut up, Marbles Music, as we do 3 rounds of stream races to determine who is person of this. No, which team is the one that wins stream races. As long as the servers are up and working, we can do it anyway. We are still loading. This game didn't work for us last week, if you recall. It was just stuck on loading. And it seems to be doing the same today. Bear with me. Let me see if there's an update or something. Where's downloads on Steam? God, I use this fucking service so little nowadays. There are no download updates in the queue. Why is Stream Racers stuck on loading? Bear with me. Bear with me. God damn it. Stream Racers have been everywhere to submission your device may have any get a black screen. Loading error, server error. While it's loading, can we just take a moment to remember Stubbler's utter failure to win stream races in the best of? That was not funny. Right, what the hell's going on? Did you literally just say before marbles they're doing maintenance? Well, apparently they are, yeah. But I think they might have just changed to do maintenance at this time. And if that's true, then we're fucked. Is there a Stream Racers Twitter or something? Because this kills Stream Racers in the Doomhaus. Let me have a look. Stream Racer, Stream Racer, Stream Racer. They're followed by Chris, man. The recent tweets are from August. Bear with me, ladies and gents. You're joining the Discord now. Got it. The app is working, but not trying to actually start a race. Tell you what I'll do as well. It might be if it's a me issue, then we're golden. We can fix it. Thank you, thank you everybody that's helping research it as well. Let me go on Twitch and search Stream Racer. Yeah, there's people playing it right now. I'm just looking the same Siddles. The Discord is dead. Roger. Yeah, there's people in, there's people streaming it, and they're all joining games, so it should be up and running. Why are you stuck on load? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Boys and girls, let's just get to know each other for a short time while I uninstall and reinstall the fucking thing. If there's an update that won't find its way to me, then we'll fucking force it. Where's my list? Come here, Stream Races. I'm going to uninstall this, like fucking 60 megabytes or something done. So uninstall. Bear with me. Maybe unironically, that's what I'm doing exactly that. I'll carry on and Mazza, yeah. I was drumming along to that and you ruined it just as the drop was about to go. Jokes aside, pretty good. This is fucking weekend music to me now. Stream Races. Good idea, wish I had thought of that. Somebody name a song from a video game. Tell you what I'm going to play. Do you know what? While this is downloading. Get fucking jaloped. Give me a second, it's just downloading. Right, started downloading now. 145 meg. Halo from Halo. Anything from Cyborg Justice. That's a good point, actually. Before Stream Racer starts. Fuck, I'm having flashbacks. Right, boys and girls, pray this works. Fuck me, apparently. So why? What's the issue? Why am I just... It's just stuck on loading. If other people are streaming it right now. So the Discord's just flat dead, Koala, yeah? Boys and girls, it looks like Stream Racers is dead again for us. Alright then, never mind. What we're going to do instead is what we did last week. And we're going to do marbles again with a green marble and an orange marble. Green versus orange marbles, it's true. Right. If you would like to be the green marble, I'm thinking of a number now between 1 and 100. This is only for the greens. 10, 9, 8, 7, greens only. 6, 5, 4, greens only. 3, 2, greens only. 1. The number I was thinking of for the greens only was 44. Deviator's gone 40. Is it Deviator for the greens? It is. Not a single orange guess there. Well played. Deviator for the oranges is the greens. For the green, sorry, is the green representative. Oranges. If you would like to represent your team, I am thinking of a number between 1 and 100. Oranges only. 10. Best of 3, by the way. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. The number is 74. Look at that, look. The oranges didn't join in the green one, but the greens, loads of greens went tee-hee-hee. Mindright, you're in for the greens. For the oranges, should I say. Deviator versus Mindright. Green versus orange. This is the clear. First person to pick a number between 1 and 10 picks the first level. Go. You don't claim cellist. 7, says Koala. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This fucking music. The Raging Pin is level 1. So this is a best of 3. If Deviator wins 2 of the 3, the greens get a point. If Mindright wins 2 of the 3, the oranges get a point. Gwynblade's the record holder on this level, and we begin. Come on, Mindright. Can Mindright win us 2 points back to back by himself? He's got a lot to do if he's going to do it here, because Deviator has an early lead. Deviator enters the spinning bullshit and gets slapped back, but so does Mindright. Deviator does get released early, but I think Mindright might have just got out in time. This is not bad. He completely avoids the middle spinner. Can he avoid these as well? He goes backwards. Deviator is completely released as Mindright just can't get out of the spinning bullshit. This is a hell of a lead for Deviator. Come on, Mindright. He might fall off yet. Just keep forwards. Keep going. Just eyes on the prize. Deviator can't get out of the roly-poly bullshit. He just manages to, but he nearly fell off the level as he did. Mindright might have just got out of this stuff. He has, as Deviator progresses to the further parts of the level. Deviator has almost gone backwards on this obstacle. Mindright is approaching, but significantly slower. Deviator, can he go backwards again? He can't. Mindright has just not got the forward momentum he needs. We need Deviator to get stuck on literally everything, or the greens are winning the first round. Oh, the jalopy music's finished. Somebody think of another song. Deviator stopped completely. Deviator is stuck. What is he stuck on? Oh, he's just been released. Outer Wild, says Koala. Deal. The next song we play is this from Outer Wilds. Bit of a tonal shift, I appreciate. Right, has Mindright got the overtake yet? Mindright does get the overtake while I wasn't concentrating. Deviator is stuck behind. If Mindright can get onto this middle thing quickly, he may get the overtake right here, and we may get the first round for the oranges. Come on, Mindright, you got this. Is the music a bit loud, by the way? It does feel it. Mindright gets punted up into the air. Is the music alright? Mindright, get in the middle. Mindright, get in the middle. He's coming. Ooh. Mindright has lost all of his momentum, which is a good thing, so he should be able to trickle into the middle soon. He just can't get out of this obstacle. Somebody think of the next video game song. In case we need one, because we probably will. Alright then. Which one? Something from Doom. Everybody's going Doom, okay. 2016 or the original? Oh! I thought Deviator was going to get it there. 2016 or the original? Not doing Doom Eternal because it's not Mick Gordon, is it? Deviator's going up. Has Deviator gone up? He has. Does he survive? He does. Deviator has got the drop we needed Mindright to get. Something from Doom 2016. Mindright has got the drop as well. Deviator gets straight in like that. Was brutal. Brutal. The Greens take the first round. Deviator wins 1 point for the Greens, and it is now all down to the second round. Can Mindright pull it back? BFF Division 2016. BFG Division 2016. Deal. Fuck. Greens 1-0. We go to the next track. Stupid Out Wild's music making me feel... Gwynblade sat crying as we speak. Right, this level's called The Lucky Few. Cardi is the record holder. We go again. Mindrake, we really need this. Victory or DNF, he says. By the way, the Outer Wilds DLC is just released in the last few weeks, and we're going to play it after Resident Evil. Gwynblade was already crying. This is a very, very early lead from Deviator. This could be all wrapped up right now. No pushing this time, Deviator. Is Deviator going to secure a point for the Greens? This is not a personal point. We're supposed to be doing stream races. This is just as good as we can do. Also, this fucking video game music thing's weird. God, this music's so beautiful. Deviator, we need you to really slow down. It's hard for me to get the whole fucking... Do you know what I mean? I'm sat here right now. Just very peaceful and sort of pleasant, and my voice doesn't work because I'm so relaxed. Such a piece of music. Is it from Doom Eternal or Doom 2016? Got it. Also, I forgot this music just turns off. Is Deviator still in the lead? I'm assuming he is. Tunnel change. This is more like it. Deviator, Mindrake gets shot back. Can Mindrake maybe get the overtake on Deviator, who is struggling as we speak? Deviator stuck in the spinner. Mindrake needs a good run through the spinner, and this could all turn around for the oranges. Deviator might get shot out the other side. Mindrake is in the lead. What's that song from the Wolfenstein soundtrack? There's an absolute rager on the New Order, no, the old Colossus soundtrack. Mindrake has managed to drop down early. Can he get a good run through the pegs? Because Deviator is right behind. Mindrake gets through the pegs. He needs a good run in the tumbler to potentially force it to the next round. Mindrake does manage to get out just ahead of Deviator. Deviator struggling in this. Can Mindrake just get ahead? He's right behind. There's no more obstacles, right? Come on, music, drop for fuck's sake. I'm getting excited over here. It doesn't really fit the tone, does it? Mindrake well played. The oranges win the second round and we move into the third. The third and final round to determine whether the greens or the oranges win the final part of a weird week happens now. Tag Slack is the record holder. The level is love is in the air. Mindrake, do this. This is the final round, boys and girls. This is the decider. A victory or DNF, says Mindrake. Deviator gets a good drop out early. Mindrake in second place, looking to get the overtake and hopefully secure this for the oranges. Deviator is well out ahead. He says, let's go in the channel. He's getting excited. You can feel the tension building. Mindrake hits a peg and loses a bit of his forward momentum, but Deviator gets round. Can Mindrake avoid all other pegs and hopefully get some more a good racing line? Deviator goes up and around, but it doesn't work. Mindrake gets a much better racing line as they both go into the same tumbler. Mindrake gets held back a tiny bit. Why does this level look like a sex toy? This is the level that we all celebrated Tag Slack winning on because he got France in the Euros. Deviator forgets which way it's forwards, and all of a sudden Mindrake is in the lead. Mindrake will just need some good straight lines. Clip the apex, you know, all them other racing idioms that are all weird. Good run through the spinner is what we need. Deviator's going on a different spinner to try and get away, but Mindrake, he may have had a hard impact on the middle of the spinner, but it didn't stop him. His exit line was good. I've always thought Mindrake's got a good egress. He shows it at bird shows. It's beautiful. Somebody say a sex toy. Mindrake gets into the heart. He does. Mindrake has a hell of a lead. Just don't fuck this up. Oh. A double DNF means we have to go again. Lovely. Right. Deviator couldn't cope to see Mindrite lose, so he's jumped off himself, and we go to round 4. Mikey B's the record holder. 1 minute 40 seconds. On the Fell is the name of the level, and we go again. Best of 4. We just need a winner. This is the decider. It's sudden death, and Mindrite out of nowhere explodes out of the trap. Deviator in second place. This is low energy, despite it being high energy. Do you know what I mean? That's quite a low energy song. Mindrite seems to be stretching his lead out like crazy. We're going to go to Gwynblade's recommendation of Cyborg Justice soundtrack from the 90s. Cyborg Justice soundtrack. Get a load of this. This is genuinely a banger of a soundtrack from the Mega Drive game. Listen to this. I've already listened to this apparently. Deviator in second place. As Mindrite takes the lead, Deviator is creeping. Can Deviator get through the spinner, or is he going to get held back? Mindrite, we just need you to hold the line and not fall off the level. Up the elevator we go. Mindrite, you got this. Goddamn Gwynblade. Listen how good this soundtrack is. I just want to sit and listen to this now. We shouldn't have done this. Mindrite, you're in the lead. Deviator is trying to creep back, but he's just entering the elevator as we speak. This looks like easy orange points. If anybody can hear me over the music, then I sincerely apologise, because this is music good enough that doesn't need to be disturbed. Can Mindrite get a good clean run through? He can't. He hits trouble. If this shoots Mindrite back in, this could give Deviator a chance to get the overtake, but it doesn't. That early miss from Deviator seems to have been all she wrote, as Mindrite, all he has to do now is just take it home. Deviator finally enters the spinner, but it's not to be, and Mindrite wins 3 marbles runs out of 5. The oranges take the point. Well played, everybody. Deviator trickles in at the end. Can he at least finish? The zone is approaching. It might eat him up. He tried his hardest for the greens, but it just wasn't to be. The oranges take 2 points, and the only person to win marbles today is Mindrite, and he's done it twice. Mindrite, well played. Sounds weird that, without that missile sound every now and again. And the crunching sound of tearing stuff off bodies. Right, oranges. 3-4 is the clear. This level looks very soft, doesn't it? But I'm going to turn this music off because it's making me tense. And I'm going to press this music and say goodbye to a weird fucking stream. I don't know what's wrong with Stream Racers, I'll get that fixed, but thank you everybody for joining me today. For Kerbal, thank you for joining me for Marbles. Apologise again, I don't know what's wrong with Stream Racers, I'll try and diagnose that for next week. But GG everybody that's got successful mission points today, that was an absolute stormer. If you are staying on the platform, may I strongly suggest Alkirion, who is live right now. Everybody head over there. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for the bits today. The bits have been fucking ludicrous. Dobbs, thank you for the sub. And everybody that's joined in with all of the Kerbal and the marbles and everything today. Thank you very much. And thank you for joining me this week for Sea of Thieves. But next week, Sea of Thieves will pretty much definitely come to an end. And the Halloween playthrough of Resident Evil 3 will begin ahead of moving into Outer Wilds. Ooh. Bye, awesome streamer. What? Was the one in here all this time? Satan, Koala, Deviator, Gwynblade, Easy Green, Siddle. Siddle's you streaming later on. And everybody else. Thank you all for joining today. She's already fucked off, I'm assuming, to go and do birthday things. But everybody congratulate Mina on a happy... everybody give Mina a happy birthday. I can't speak. You know what, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all, I love you all. I'll see you next week for Sea of Thieves moving into Resident Evil. But for now, golf is in 2 hours and 35 minutes. If you're all joining in, golf is on, golf is happening. Best of luck to everybody, green versus orange. But for now, thank you all, I love you all. I'm going to sneak off. Has anybody got us some final words so I can go and have a massive P word and celebrate an actually successful Kerbal stream? Do you know what? Fuck it. This is today's final words. Happy birthday to fucking Mina. I had to say that. My life is in danger. Send help.